tried to step up to me.
This was right.
God, that's what fucking world do we live in? This is.
So
wrestling with your sexuality doesn't count. It doesn't make you professional.
You really shouldn't have shoved them up so far.
Or just drank more water.
Steve, Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's star-studded edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. Should I just reel off the names, Walt, or let everyone introduce themselves?
I thought. Well, I mean, you could do that, or I thought we introduce them as they along with their sponsors as we go along.
Oh, it'll have people hang in there for the suspense, right?
It'll be like at the you never see in a football game. How the talking heads they pop up and they're like, Fred Jackson, the U. How they announce themselves?
Yeah. I'm an affirmed homosexual. I've never seen a football game, so no, I've never seen that particular thing. But I do get suspense.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about here. Right.
Hook them now so they don't turn it off.
Do I have a sponsor or no?
Yes.
I do?
Yeah. You have a sponsor you're going to dig to.
Excellent.
It's one I picked specifically for you.
All right. Well, we're really lowering the energy at the beginning. Why don't we get?
We've got sponsors. We've got
what's going
cash
on?
Prizes. In fact, we were going to have this. We were going to do this podcast from Vegas, but they stepped in, and much like FanDuel and DraftKings, they shut us down. There's so many people here. This is maybe the most, right?
This is definitely the biggest cast.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Maybe ever on a podcast. Maybe it may be a record.
I've got Guinness on the phone. They're saying no. They're saying it's not.
They're saying already it's no.
Saying it's no. It's the third issue of Maxwell's House. Had 50 people on.
That plus they don't count Gidim as a whole person.
All right. So
why? What defect are they?
Just throw a dart.
Throw a mental one.
I'm concerned. Ming looks concerned.
Gidim's here. As if there was any doubt.
No? All right.
I know.
That we'd have an event.
I'm just checking everything. Keep talking.
He's using different headphones now. Right. So this is a huge 1 True 3 tournament, Walt.
Yeah, it took a lot to get everybody here, get a date coordinated. Like I told Gidim and Jeff when we did a show. It is so disgustingly apparent that I have no life because any night that was available, I'm like, I'm good. And then as I rattled down the list of everybody, it was so hard to get everybody here, but it's done, and I want to thank everybody for coming down.
I don't feel too bad. I mean, I was getting surgery. It's the only reason I was still caught up. Otherwise, I would have had every night.
Well, I was jealous. I was like, well, even he had a reason not to come.
Even he. So here we are. How are we going to do this?
Well,
I jump right in?
Jump right in and start it because I think it's definitely going to be a two-parter. So you ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're gonna go over the rules and everything because I'm not clear.
All right, you ready?
Yes, please.
All right, so we go right into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So I want to welcome the players and the listeners to the Blue Juice Comics 1 through 3 Invitational.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right.
How much did they shell out for this?
Everyone's walking away with a copy of the Accelerators trade paperback, Volume 1.
I was even thinking Constellation Park, perhaps.
Can I interject for a second? Blue Juice Comics is Tom, Mom, Jeremy Schneider. They worked on Comic Book Men. They decided they want to start their own comic publishing company, and they have, and they've grown, put out their own comics. Now,
Which all information I was about to read.
oh, okay, yeah. I don't know.
in front of my friends.
All right. My question is, how the hell are they making any money? Now, I see them sell books at cons, but they seem to be sponsoring a lot of things. I see them giving away more books than they sell.
This was, what do you call that, Brian? Quid pro quo?
Oh,
A little something for
Did
something.
I say that correctly?
Yes,
Yeah.
your Latin is.
He's
He's such a refined gentleman, isn't he?
The Blue Juice crew. The Blue Juice crew was kind enough to do something for us this past summer, and in lieu of them helping us with a project, we're trying to now, we're going to give them some advertising over a block of advertising over the course of the next year.
okay. Just wanted to make that
All
clear.
right, so again, I want to welcome all the players, all the listeners to the Blue Juice Comics 1 through 3 Invitational, a tournament where 10 contestants will seek to weed out the best liar amongst them and crown a grand champion. There's a lot at stake with not over $900 in cash, as well as a bunch of great prizes. But be advised, it's a winner-take-all tournament, so the winner takes everything. There are no second place or third place. Here's
Do you
some of the
want it,
rules.
Q?
Q.
Are you hungry for it?
I put in a lot of work.
It'd be nice to walk home with $900.
I mean, tax free. I ain't reporting that shit. I'm gonna head right to Go Rama. Put that right in the stripper.
I'd cut that part out. Remember what was his name, Crazy Cabby or whatever, on the Stern Show? He was boasting about, like, I'll never pay taxes on this money, and he was arrested and went to jail for it.
How much was the money?
It was just income taxes. He said he would refuse to pay
believe me,
income
the
taxes.
government gets
They're
their income.
covered, yeah.
Let's not get into taxes
They
again.
wet
I'm in a
their
good mood. All right, fucking, they get every dime that they need to from me.
All right. And here's some of the rules, Q, you were asking about.
Yes.
It's 2 loss elimination. So if you lose 2 rounds,
Right.
you are out. All right.
You're reduced to spectator.
So let's get right into it with the first bout. But before we do, I want to tell the listeners a little about the company whose name is the title of the tournament, Blue Juice Comics. Blue Juice Comics is the independent publisher of acclaimed comic books, including The Accelerators and Anne Bonny.
Who acclaimed them? Just a curiosity's sake.
The Accelerators.
Moving along.
Tom Mom wrote this copy, I think. Did he?
The Accelerators is a high-speed science fiction saga about a group of time travelers lost in a future where time machines can only go forward, never back. Each new future, they discover a more nightmarish. Each new future they discover is more nightmarish than the next. Will they ever find a way home? And you can buy print books now at shopbluejuice.com or digitally search Blue Juice Comics at comicsology.com. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back,
I go shopping for some Blue Juice comics.
we'll open it up with the first round.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pucknuts 2016 season preview. I'm Ming Chen, and today we'll be looking at the upcoming TESD Town Ants season. I'm also joined today by my esteemed colleague, Mr. Sunday Jeff.
Hello.
All right, Jeff, the TESD Town Ants. We all know the franchise's history, success right out of the gate with being recognized by iTunes and winning a Stitcher trophy, but it's been a long dry spell with no hardware for the Ants in the last 4 years. We all read the message boards, we see the criticisms, too old, too slow, and the jokes just aren't as funny anymore. I personally don't think the Ants have it in them to stave off the younger, the fresher, and the hungrier podcasts that are primed to overtake the Ants. What kind of showing do you think we can expect out of the Ants this year?
Well, I think you got to look at the top line for the Ants. If that top line isn't going, then the Ants are going to have problems. Big problems.
Right. Exactly. What can one expect from the captain, Brian Johnson? He's coming off that hernia surgery, which caused him to miss some time, including the 1 True 3 tournament. If I was a fan of the Ants, I'd be very concerned. So much so, I think about listening to another podcast, maybe one about comics.
You always know what you're going to get out of the captain. Indifference and rage. Now, with the other guys like Q, with Q, you're going to get some of that spillover rage from Brian and a lot of complaints about taxes. But the guy is almost always there at the poker table, and that has to be acknowledged when you consider the guy's hellish schedule. I'm not worried about Q. Now, Walt, on the other hand, Captain Big Nuts, as I refer to him, he has a tendency to fall in love, as they say, with some of the guys on the fourth line. Guys like Sargell, and of course, Gidim. If there's one critique I have, it's Walt relying too much on Gidim and giving him first line minutes. And I'm not alone in that thinking if you read the message boards.
Yeah, right. Totally agree. I'm so sick of Walt shoving these fourth liners out there as some sort of patchwork first line. It's not working. What do you think of the new Ant jerseys? Obviously a cash grab and a desperate move by a franchise running on fumes, right?
Well, I gotta be honest and say I like them. Are they gonna win any hardware at the end of the season because they got killer looking jerseys? No. But I think they look great, and TESD kept the price of the jerseys under $100, and that's for a jersey with 3 patches. But let's let the listeners decide for themselves. They can go to tellemstevedave.com and check them out.
Okay, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we will preview one of those younger, fresher, and hungrier teams, Team I Sell Comics.
That's right, Ming. Is this the year that Team I Sell Comics finally stops being referred to as the Washington Generals of the podcast world? We'll discuss that and more right after the break.
All right, to kick off the 1, 2, 3 inaugural Invitational, I want to go with a real grudge match. 2 people that don't like each other, I've heard.
Really?
Yeah, there's two people here there is some hostility in the room.
Oh,
And I thought that'd be nice to play off right away, right, Q?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
All right.
So it's the audience and get him.
Yeah, it could be anybody
Yeah,
and get them.
We're going with Ming Chen versus Chris Ladondo.
You guys don't like each other?
Yeah, Ming, fill us in. Give us a little bit of reason why you're not a big fan of Chris Ladondo.
I think I read something about this on Twitter.
Little bad blood going on here.
Whoa.
Recently,
Well, you're 2 of the nicest guys that I know.
yeah. Well, sometimes you could get drunk or you get a little cocky and you say things on Twitter that maybe
You're accusing Ghost Pussy of imbibing,
shit.
or you were drunk
Well, I don't know what state he was in, but
when he said it.
yeah.
So why'd you say he was drunk then?
Well, it's happened here before
He
where
was
people have
probably on
done
crack.
things.
I was going to say, what the hell are you looking at me for? But then I realized I'm sitting next to Gidim.
Yeah, exactly.
So long story short, Chris took a shot at you via tweet, and you were upset by it.
Yes.
What was the tweet? Do you remember, Chris?
I had said I tweeted at Brian and Sal saying that I noticed that I Sell Comics was charting higher on iTunes than What Say You Pod. And I said, we can't have this, to Quinn and Sal.
He tried to step up to me.
This was right.
God, that's what fucking world do we live in? God, I hope there's never another war because we're just going to...
If that isn't one of the clips this week, there is nothing worth.
But it doesn't sound like he said anything insulting.
No. So
He said we can't have this. I'm like, whoa. This is a guy.
But he's a producer of a podcast. Of course he wants to.
I was
be at the
basically
top.
making fun of them.
Okay, but you did using us
This
to
is
take a
what the
shot at
fucking
it.
beef is about?
That was the
Oh,
beef.
Lord.
That was
Dang.
the beef.
You've definitely.
It's a
have-
podcast beef. Come on. I mean, what do you expect?
But okay, that's what I said. And now
Yes.
Ming does not follow me on Twitter, so he's the only comic book man that doesn't follow me on Twitter. But he read my tweet, and he wrote back. What'd you say, Ming?
I said, hold on. Like I'm getting shit from a dude who had a podcast, gave up on it.
Okay.
After 10 episodes?
6 months. No.
After 6 months,
No,
he
it's a year,
abandoned
a
it.
year.
He abandoned it a year ago, and he got a token job as a producer.
Right. Right.
Oh, a no-show job.
So So immediately,
This is the shittiest smack talking.
so immediately,
Pretty bad.
Now I know Ming is one of the nicest guys I know. So immediately I was like, I should text him. I think a 16-year-old girl hacked his Twitter account. I was like, there's no way this could be coming from him. So
Do the two of you feel embarrassed now talking about this?
Yeah, no, in hindsight,
Yeah,
in hindsight,
All
yeah.
right, well, let's bury it after this, though.
All right, so here's the rules, guys.
Okay.
But it got under your skin. I find that curious because so few things do.
Oh, lately that's he is definitely a much thinner skin than the Ming Chen
come on.
that started.
Really? Why?
Really?
What about just this past summer? You were so upset when Mike passed off
Absolutely.
a fanatic comic book
yeah,
man.
that
You
was-
were so
that
upset
was
by
fun.
that. And like there seems to be, you definitely have less time for.
Shenanigans?
Yeah.
Sure.
Remember, he
How come?
turned into a total pussy when I cost him $2,000.
Why though now?
He doesn't
Like,
even
what
want to look
happened?
at you. He's looking away.
That was me. That may be the angriest I've ever seen you.
I was pretty angry, sure. With reason, with
That
good
I
reason.
understand.
He sent me
Good
text.
reason.
Oh no, not me. No. I think you were madder at Mike than you were at me because some guy came in.
What's the matter at Mike?
And he says to Mike, he wants in exchange for what was it? Exchange for something.
Cooking.
He was the guy
a
who's
free
gonna
meal. It was
cook
a free
dinner.
He cooked dinner for us in exchange for top shelf key issues of comic books.
Okay.
His dad came with him. His dad was his hype man and said, "My son went to culinary school. Will cook you an amazing five-star meal in exchange for like a Spider-Man 129, Amazing Spider-Man 129, or like a Hulk 181."
No, he says this to Mike,
Yeah,
and Mike is like, "Well, I'm not interested, but hey, maybe Ming is."
Because Ming's a foodie, right? Right? No, I mean,
He passed him off onto me. He didn't want to talk to this.
I didn't know
he
the
didn't
guy
wanna
was
talk to this
mentally
guy.
unstable.
He didn't want to
It's
talk
not
to this
my
guy
job
anymore.
to
I don't know
check.
that. No, I don't think it has anything to do with the guy being. He may be listening, Mike.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he's.
I don't care.
But,
I don't care. It's a
just
lame.
the anger, though, that.
Well, it happens a lot. Let's just say it happens time.
But
and
you
time
never
again.
used to get angry at anything. You were very much a guy like, hey,
I passed it off many a time, and
You
then
were
this
angry?
was the
That
one
was
that
one time too many.
that was one. This is the one that broke
Are you
the back, though. I
Ming,
think.
are you big timing?
I'm not big timing.
Sounds like you're big timing.
I'm not big timing.
little
I'm not
big
big
timing.
timing.
I think
There's no
Ming,
big timing.
You're not big. It sounds
Absolutely
like
no
you're big
big
timing,
timing.
everybody.
I think any of you would have been angrier at any of this the
but
first
you
time.
usually are not, though.
Sometimes things build up.
Okay.
I was
know?
insulted.
Now,
Understandable.
Walt had a good point.
People, do people insult my podcasting a lot? Sure, sure. Is some of it warranted? If it comes from you guys, it does. Do I deserve it at times? Maybe, but not from him. Not from
Get him.
Not from
Sit
him.
down.
though. Not from him.
I hear
Sometimes
you,
you
Ming.
gotta,
It's
you gotta
like you
speak
can
out.
make fun of your own mom.
Exactly.
No, somebody else can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
But Walt's point
Big
at the
time.
time was that like Ming's a very social guy, so he wouldn't be surprised if Ming were like, "Sure, like you can cook dinner." But I believe Walt was playing devil's advocate at the time. I don't think Walt was being serious, and I wouldn't want this fool passed off on me either.
Wow. But how did you express it to Mike, or did you grumble
No,
later?
I did.
No, he came over and he's like, "What the
We had an
fuck, dude?
argument
What
in
the
the
hell?
store.
What the hell is that all about?
In the middle of shooting, it was great. Yeah.
Did they get it on camera?
Well, if they did, it will never be used.
Talk about ratings. All right.
I think I had enough. You get worn down.
You mean
when it hits that nub, when it hits that nerve, then
Sometimes it gets too big.
But you guys are.
I'm not big
I
time.
didn't mean
You really want to beat him now because he
I would like
he
to beat
stepped
him,
up
yes.
on you, right?
Sure.
As you say,
Absolutely.
stepped on you.
Absolutely.
You don't
Stepped
care
up,
about
stepped
winning
up.
as much as you care about him losing.
I would like to see him go down. Yes.
Now, when I told Chris that I told you that he was mad at you,
Yeah.
you had a very strange reaction too. You were very concerned. You were like, "Oh my!" You were very you were very worried.
I was worried because I felt Chris is the nicest guy in the world. I
Right.
thought he legitimately got hacked by a girl, but no, he is a girl.
That was not your response when I told you. You were concerned.
I am concerned.
Yeah, you were, which was nice. I thought.
I am.
You
I like
the
Ming
play.
Chen. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to make fun of my podcast, fine. But you got to be able.
No,
to,
I love
You got to be
your
able to
podcast.
back it up. You got to
I love your
be able to back it up.
Here's the rules, Q.
Okay.
The person telling the three stories from this moment on will be referred to as a storyteller. The storyteller must inform me before the round starts of their true story. They have to write it down and give it to me. I won't look at it until the person has weighed in. The person listening to the story has weighed in. While the stories are being told, the person who is playing against the storyteller, who will now from this moment on be referred to as the deducer, cannot ask questions until all 3 stories are completed.
Okay.
The deducer will get 3 questions to ask regarding all 3 stories for a grand total of 9 questions. After the 9 questions, the deducer may play his one of 2 special cards. Ask a cop card, where then they can have Troy, who is here tonight, to help us out. He will then get 9 questions, 3 for each story. And as a law enforcement man, we're hoping that he will be able to
Just pop on that spotlight and make them sweat.
Definitely a professional deducer right here, sitting at the table. So you have that 1 card to play.
Okay.
You also have a sodium pentothal card.
Okay.
Where you can play, and one of the lies must be admitted to by the storyteller. So then it becomes a 50-50 chance for the deducer. Okay.
All right.
The deducer can also go with Troy's gut, or they can go with their own gut. They don't have to, just because they play the card. Guess, Troy.
The Ask a Cop, is that 3 questions per story in addition to their 3?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
So they get a total of
They get
6 questions per story.
Yeah, for a grand total of 18, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to get 18 questions to
Troy's
figure
making
out.
me nervous. I feel like I'm locked up.
Wait, but hold on one second.
Go ahead.
One time.
But
You can play both cards at once if you want.
but how many rounds are there? How many rounds?
I don't know how many rounds it's going to
No,
take
no,
to
no.
get through this.
But like right now, Ming is going against Chris.
Right.
Like how many rounds are they going right now? Just
one round. And then after the first round is completely over, after everybody goes against somebody, then I'm going to have a loser round, and we'll eliminate somebody immediately right off the bat.
If he has but if he has a sodium if he has the win, so right away he's going to use that and down to
He
2
could.
stories.
He could if he
But
wants.
why
He
would
could
he
hold
save it?
Maybe
You wouldn't have it for round 2.
he wouldn't have it for the later rounds if he makes it through.
If you use it on the first round, you get
It's like a lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yo, Maxwell, into
Yeah,
the
like
mic.
people that use it for the
Into the
$100
mic.
question.
Into the mic.
Okay, I got it. So if
thought
he doesn't think he's going to make it to the next round, he's better off using it now. I got it. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it's how confident you are,
Right.
and how, and
Well,
Yes, go ahead.
Are we both going to tell each other?
No.
So- okay.
I'm going to figure out. I'm going to ask a question to. I'm going to use the home team, and since Ming, this is your homes, you're
Okay.
going to get to answer the question. If you get it wrong, then Chris will decide if he wants to be a deducer or a storyteller.
Okay.
This is great.
Wait, how do we...
Where is
So
the question
he's gonna
coming
ask you a
from?
question.
I'm going to
You
ask
get
you
it
a
right.
question.
Oh, okay.
Just
And
some
if you-
random questions?
I already have the question.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, we couldn't do it. Okay.
All right. Let's
All right.
get into it.
All right. So everybody got the rules over there on the on deck stage. Okay. All right, Ming.
Yes.
Here's your question. Is it eerie that the Ghost Pussy produces a phantom podcast that never appears?
It is Halloween.
Oh, you stepping up to me?
I want to listen to it, man. I miss
Yeah,
it.
you stepping to me?
He is. I hope you guys go against each other.
It's a true or false question,
Okay.
Ming. People lie an average of 2.92 times a day during a 10-minute conversation.
Well, true.
It is true.
All
Would
right.
you like to be a storyteller or a deducer?
I'll tell the stories.
Okay, then write down
I've already got it here
your
for
true
you.
story. Okay. Don't show it to me, though.
It's in this envelope.
Oh, I like that.
Along with
Sealed
some
envelope.
anthrax.
All right, tell me when you're ready, and you can commence.
Oh, wait. Not ready. Keep talking.
What's going on?
What is happening?
Slap himself.
Oh, all right, so
Oh, what's this?
Oh, please.
I was about to stop from the
He's going
sound.
to put on
You can't-
sunglasses.
put on sunglasses like a poker
Oh,
player.
shit.
Reaching in the bag.
Oh, boy.
This is not against the rules, correct? This is.
It is not against the rules.
Ming has donned
You can actually
reflective
not even
sunglasses.
face him if you want.
All right, so I just turn my
You
back.
can turn your back and tell him the stories.
We got to look at it.
I like to see.
Is this the point that they put
ultimate
their 100 in the
disrespect.
box?
Yes, both of you
Oh,
guys, I
okay.
need a $100 bill. Put it in the box.
I got 20, sorry.
It's all right.
There you go.
That these guys
Let me make sure those aren't counted.
have to put up $100. They're most likely going to lose
My
it.
podcast producing money.
Why do you say that, though?
There can only be one winner.
Statistically.
Yeah, but they have it's double elimination. They don't go home immediately.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny. I think it's great.
The odds are most of us are going to lose, so
Get them 2 weeks.
The odds are is
in life.
everyone's going to lose except for one person.
Well, that's
Get him just puts his money in the box
7
and walks
people are
out.
going to lose $100 tonight. 7 people are going home $100 sadder,
yeah.
and I love it.
But I mean, I thought it would raise the intensity.
I agree 100%. Second place is fucking ridiculous,
Well,
and
if he-
nobody.
if he thinks it's a
second
good
place
idea-
is kissing your sister. Fuck that.
Oh boy.
Go big, go home.
I thought that was first place down south.
That's first, second, and third.
First, second, and third. Did you say?
All places. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we could at least fucking wait till I got to the table before, like, I was kissing sisters and whatnot. But that's fine. That's
Right back to
Do
everybody.
you normally wait?
Oh my god, this is great. It's already a shit show. I love it. It's so,
Meg, when you're ready, you can begin with your stories.
All right, story number
Hold on,
one.
hold on,
You guys
wait a minute,
ready?
I'm sorry. No, wait a minute. I didn't give you guys your.
Oh, where's my sponsor?
We need to mention Blue Juice Comics.
Your Ask a Cop. Here's your
Oh,
sodium
these are
pentothal.
cards?
And here's your Ask a Cop and sodium pentothal, Chris. All right.
Oh, that's fucking rad. There's actual cards.
They're written with a black
Spare
Sharpie.
no expense.
It's a post-it note, but
Go ahead, Meg, go.
All right, story number one. When I was in my teens, Chris, I got into trouble when I was caught with a stash of my female cousin's female-centric magazines.
Playgirls?
No. Not Playgirl.
Vogue.
Do it to yourself, bro.
Highlights.
Allow me to rephrase.
Was I right about him being a girl?
So wait, you're talking like
Well, you're not asking questions. You're not asking questions.
okay.
you're not the deducer.
I gotta be quiet.
You don't want to help
I
Chris.
gotta earn my role as
Right.
deducer.
Go ahead.
All right, story number two.
Wait a minute. That's it?
No, he can know.
That's the story?
That's story.
Yeah,
You
no,
were
you-
caught with some magazines?
Well, doesn't Chris ask the questions then?
Yeah.
No,
That
he's
expands
right. He's
his
got to
story.
tell.
He's got it.
I gotta elaborate on those stories, right? That's
Do you need more?
Wait a minute.
That's so fucking pedestrian.
Hold on. Is there bonus points for having good stories?
Yes.
Because I feel like everybody's bringing
Here we go
bullshit.
again.
I've got gold over
About
here.
this, they have to be
I
good.
got caught with a magazine.
listen. Go
What's
tell
the
the next
matter?
one,
Go
Meg.
Go
It's a
ahead.
good enough story.
Yeah, you can take the sunglasses off now.
You got caught with
If we
Tiger
were put this on Bandcamp, I'd throw your ass out of here for that story.
Wait a second, though. Isn't he going to? He's going to say three things, right? And then Chris
Right,
has to. Okay.
But,
Yeah, so that's
but
the
the
first
actual title of the story is so
He's-
vanilla as hell.
he was like, I got caught with a stash of like nebulous like magazines. We're not sure if they were men or women. in them.
I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him
Okay,
go.
all right.
Let him, well, Chris will find
Let him
out.
go on the list.
You want me to elaborate?
No, I don't.
Make it better. You didn't-
No.
Chris will get to the bottom of it.
Are you thinking about playing with both of those cards based on
There
that
you go.
story already?
Yeah, do I give them to you?
Go ahead. No, story number two.
All right, number two. I killed my kids' 2 pet hamsters by dehydrating them to death.
Okay.
3.
3.
He went to a Walker Stalker con.
You really shouldn't have like shoved them up so far.
Or just drank more water.
Hey, where's my hamsters?
Is that one good enough for you?
That one's good.
That one good enough for you?
Ming is unfazed by all this mockery.
You can't see the tears behind the sunglasses.
No.
I'm crying.
Yeah, he's-
I'm crying. All right, story number 3. Recently woke up in a bed with 2 women who are not my wife.
Wow. Okay. That's a good one.
well, that's the true one.
But that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
That's at least coming with.
I mean, that gives you a sting. You're like, whoa, I got to know more about that.
That slaps you across the face.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Sure. I see.
So
Troy
I-
looks like he's.
He's like, were they legal? Because I'm going to slap the cuffs out of him.
Yeah, Troy's got the cuffs out of his
That counts
bag.
as a question. Counts as a question.
All right.
Okay,
It
Meg,
would have
for the,
recorded.
so I get 3 questions per story.
Yeah, 3 per story?
Yeah, 3 per
Okay.
story.
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
fair enough.
Okay. For the last one, waking up with 2 women.
Yes.
Was it your yoga buddies?
One of them was, yes.
Okay. Did your wife know up until now?
No.
Whoa. You know she listens.
Well, we're going big, right?
Go big or go home, right?
Wow. Big time in.
If the locks aren't changed.
Okay.
Truth or not, it's not a good idea to tell that to your wife.
Were the females hamsters?
Okay,
we got one more for
we got one for
this
that
one, right?
question. Were you all intoxicated?
Yes.
So according to the story, 2 women, his wife doesn't know that Ming got drunk and fell asleep in
a bed.
With a yoga lady.
With a yoga woman, yeah. And you had
which means it was local.
Right. Okay. All right. The magazines that you got a call with.
Yes.
What was the title of those magazines?
17, Teen Vogue, and and I think there's a regular Vogue in there.
Okay. And what was the penalty for getting caught with these?
She found them. She found my stash. My
Who's
cousin.
she? Your
my
other
cousin
cousin?
found my female cousin found the stash. Didn't tell me. He told my mom. My mom came down on me.
Okay. And now, do I have to ask a cop with a sodium pentothal? Is that in lieu of one of those questions?
No, you get to still ask all your questions, and if at the end of you ask all your questions, you can be like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I should play my cards.
Okay.
And you can.
In your original story, did you mention how old you were? Don't say it if you didn't.
I did. I said teens.
teens.
I said
Oh,
teens.
teens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question for
19.
this one. What were the repercussions for this?
My mom. I don't know if it was repercussions per se, but my mom was like, "Oh, you like?" I think she was more relieved that I stole them because they had females. I think it might have been.
There've been a rash of disappearing hamsters around the neighborhood.
She was mad at me for. I stole them. I guess technically, but then she started trying
He's
to.
a thief, but at least he's straight.
She came at me with like, "Oh, you like these magazines? You like girls?" And she tried to give me some of hers.
Girls.
Yeah, she tried to give me some of her magazines that had women in them, which was really weird. But I guess I don't know.
But welcome, right?
I guess I don't know if it's more repercussion. It might have been relief though.
That doesn't sound like much of a punishment.
It wasn't. I don't think it. I mean, in the end, it wasn't punished.
Okay.
It wasn't much of a punishment.
And now the
Imagine
hamsters.
getting busted looking at Teen Beat.
All right, for the hamsters.
Yes.
How did you break it to your kids?
They found them. I wasn't there. They came home. Hamsters were dead.
Okay. Man, hamsters.
I'm going blank on my hamster questions.
This is so rough. This is so hard. All right.
Did the ghosts of the hamsters visit you?
I mean, I got a million. I got
know.
a million.
Hamsters?
Yeah, I'm like.
I mean, without wasting being, saying something about it being something like.
No,
gay.
even believe me, mine aren't about him stuffing them anywhere. Mine are just like.
Where did you buy the hamsters?
No, I like that.
That wasn't one of them.
They're about at Petco down the street, right by the mall.
Yeah.
Chris just smiled at me like that was a major thing.
It's a major development just now.
He looked at me so sure.
I was like, oh.
He's like, I'm going home with $900 richer.
Troy, when's the next police test?
I cracked the son of a bitch.
Like Sherlock Holmes could have been smothered.
Boom.
And that look he just gave me.
Tom Cruise in 1, 2, 3.
All right, so I guess I did all.
You got one more question. Don't you?
If you want it, you can pass.
He's like,
Yeah.
don't need it.
How much were they at Petco?
I wasn't there when
Didn't say
my
Petco.
I wasn't there when my wife bought them with my kids, but I assume they were like $10 each. I don't know what a hamster runs.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, do you want to play one of your cards, or do you want to go out?
If I was you, I'd use
You had
those
that
cards.
look. You had the look like you like something.
Chris,
something.
Can I advise him?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, yeah.
Because if I'm you, I want to knock Ming into the loser round right now.
Okay.
And you bring all your powers to bear into knocking him the fuck out. That's what I'm suggesting.
That's because you're from Staten Island. You just that's the killer instinct in you.
Yeah.
What's a show hen?
I think you should use them so you can't use them on me later. I'd use both of them.
Yeah, once you cross over into the gentle borders of Jersey, people aren't so cutthroat.
So, do you want to play one or both of your cards right now?
Well, Quinn says to play one, so I'll play one. I'm going to do the sodium pentanol one.
Ooh.
Okay, let me give it to me then. Okay, let me rip this up now so you cannot use it in a...
Run that through the shredder, burn it.
Like we're not going to remember that he used it.
All right, Ming, you have to reveal one of your lies.
All right, I'm taking away the magazine story. That did not happen. I was not caught with this thing.
Wow. That was
worst case scenario right there.
Was that a good move on your part to play that card?
Yes, but at the same time, it just made me realize how fucked I am.
You got one more card.
Yeah, nah.
I'll never be a cop now.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
I give up.
I can go home right now.
I've seen this setup. Is this something that maybe like the police academy would implement? Something like a game like this? Yeah.
Put sunglasses on the person.
He's reviewing this to go to future office.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to guess.
You're going to guess. You're not going to play your
You're not going to talk it out?
Nah, I'm not going to talk it out.
I can't believe you didn't ask a cop about a hamster murder.
So after he reveals it,
Can we all give
then
our
then I'll allow other people to kind of weigh in and feel what it was. Go
What
ahead,
are the
Chris.
two stories again?
It's either the hamster
or the
story
women?
or the women. See, I see Ming on Instagram with women and Facebook all the time, but I don't see any hamsters.
That's a good point.
It's a good point, yeah.
Clearly doesn't care about the animals.
He does go. I'm going to say the true story is waking up with the women in bed.
Wow. Can you imagine if that's the true one?
I mean, it's going to blow
Q, what
the
do you
lid off
think?
this.
Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry.
I also think it's the women one because I think it's going to be something where there's a completely
Totally
innocent
innocent,
explanation for it. And also the hamster one. He said that they saw you dehydrated them to
Dehydration.
death. Did you get like an autopsy on the hamsters? That's how you know they weren't starved to death. Your wife and your kids had no responsibility while the hamsters are dying.
I want to know, like, what the fuck were you doing that was so important that you couldn't fucking water those hamsters?
And but no, here's the thing.
They drink
I believe
from like a
that's-
rabbit water bottle. It's
I
not
believe
even
it's the
complicated.
yoga thing.
Yeah.
Because I think Ming's coming with brass balls.
Yeah.
And I also think
Yeah.
that he's not fucking home long enough for anyone to put him in charge of anything, even a hamster.
Or maybe that's why they died. Because he's not home.
Yeah.
Bad call on the missus for putting you in charge of the hamsters, I guess.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks
There's
it's
going to be a totally innocent explanation for waking up.
Yeah.
If that's the true story, I
everybody
believe
thinks
it'll
it's
be
the women?
it'll be
no,
Not everybody.
No fucking way. He wakes up
I think it's
next
the
to two
hamsters.
women, drunk, and his wife doesn't know about it. No way.
Usually don't wake up drunk. No.
I don't know.
If they were sober and they like drunk, wake up with women, wife doesn't know about it. No fucking way.
Well, you got the envelopes. So.
He
Tell me
listen.
it.
He Ming. I think he loves and respects his wife too much to let her find out about this story through a podcast. I think it's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You fucking told me to. All right.
I don't know.
He's playing it.
That's the Staten Island double cross.
That's right. I see how it is. He just stepped to me right now. He
I don't
just
even
stepped.
understand why you're upset at me.
I think he just stepped to me.
Inspector Gadget.
Wait. I'm not even sure why. Like, why?
He helped you out.
Yeah.
Big time.
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah, you're the one that chose
It's
about
your
it.
fucking fault.
I thought it was the magazines. If the magazines is the truth, then you made the right choice. But by handing
thought it
over
was
the
the
sodium
magazines.
Yeah, so I
pentothal
just helped
fucking
you. You
card,
would've got it wrong.
I apologize.
he easily chose the one that was fucking
Don't
ignorant.
step to me.
I apologize.
You can
I'm
step
gonna step down.
step to
I'm gonna
him,
step
but not
down.
to Q.
I just stepped down. Yeah, Ming hit. And shoot
All right,
me.
you ready? I'm gonna
my
open it up.
God.
I'm gonna read it, and then you can elaborate after I read what the true was.
Okay.
The true story was Ming is responsible for the murder of two hamsters.
Wow.
Why did you let the hamsters die?
All my wife and kids told me to do was make sure the hamsters were fed. They never said anything about making
you
sure they had
fucking
enough
kidding
water.
me?
Oh, come on, Ming.
So I made sure they were fed. They're nocturnal, so I didn't really hear them running around at night. They were fine for a week
Yeah, they
and
do.
a
They
half.
run out. They run on a wheel.
They were
So
fine
They
for
run on a
about
wheel,
3
yeah.
days.
Yeah, but and we were shooting during then. they took off for 2 weeks, so I was home that.
Yeah,
that
but you don't
period.
think to check the water bottle?
I didn't check the water.
Ming.
And they came
You
home.
didn't see him like looking all lethargic.
Does
No, I
anybody here have
Thirsty.
pets? Who feeds their fucking pet and doesn't give it water?
Did you think they
does that?
generate their own water?
Water is arguably more important than food.
Well,
Not
it
even
didn't-
arguable,
well,
though.
yeah, now I know, but I didn't check the water. They didn't
Were
ask
they,
me
in a,
to.
were,
You're
were they like in a
legitimate
window?
hamster
They
murderer,
were in the
Brian.
hamster thing, the whatever the
Yeah,
cage.
but was that in the window? Because like that
It wasn't in the window.
That window
but the
magnifies
water
the
bottle
sun.
was facing toward the back, so I never even
I was
thought.
hoping LaDonna
I
was
never
going to
even
knock
thought.
Ming into a lost column.
So who won that
Never even
one?
thought.
Ming.
Ming did.
Ming. So Chris, you
Moving
lost,
on.
right?
Yeah.
How's
Damn,
it
man,
feel,
good
Ming?
job.
It feels good, but it's a long road.
I mean, it would have been.
It's a marathon, not a
Long
Stanley.
road, just glad to be here. Gave it 110%. We just like to hit the field, get our job done.
Stanley Cup. Let's not throw the octopus on the ice yet.
Right, Chris, you are now have one
Catfish
strike.
on the ice.
Yep.
Yeah, if you lose one more time, you
I'm
are
out.
eliminated, and so you know the ramifications. Okay,
But it's
Does that
not
mean I
over.
gotta have some plans?
It's not over though. We could face each other again, correct?
it's unlikely,
possible?
but it could happen.
All right, so let's not get cocky yet. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, let me just tell you who the sponsors were. I got so excited
yeah.
with Ming having playgirls, I forgot about the.
I like the idea of Ming in bed with the two yoga girls, man.
Okay, Ming was sponsored by Never Peak Games. Never Peak Games designs and publishes board games. Their first title, We Are Dead, Zombie Mall Massacre, is in hobby stores as well as online. In We Are Dead, players take on the role of the zombies running around a mall. Wow, that's never been done before.
Zombies, how novel.
In a mall.
Yeah.
Eating as many humans as they can. The game comes with a double-sided board where the
Fuck our
alternate map
sponsors.
is a bloody carnival
Our
at
real
night.
sponsors get fucked. What chance do you have?
All illustrations were done by Mike Miller, a 9-year veteran artist on The Simpsons TV show.
Oh.
The winning player of the Blue Juice Comics 1 True 3 Invitational Tournament
Look it up, shoehorning.
will receive a copy of the We Are Dead game, a T-shirt, as well as a copy of every game Never Peak will ever produce.
Whoa.
Ever.
Whoa.
A lifetime supply of Never Peak
Wow.
games.
So if they become like the next Parker Brothers, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, and you can check them out at www.neverpeakgames, that's P-E-A-K, games.com.
Unbelievable.
Chris was sponsored by Legendary Pictures and Universal Pictures' new film Krampus in theaters December 4th.
Nice. Holy shit.
Way to let them down.
Yeah. Sorry, Universal.
Krampus is written and directed by Michael Dougherty and produced by Legendary's Thomas Tull, John Jashani, Alex Garcia, are some of the stars. Check out more on the film at www.krampusthefilm.com. The grand champion of the Blue Juice Comics 1 through 3 Invitational will receive $150 in Fandango cards so they can take 10 friends to see the Krampus movie on December 4th.
Wow.
I like this Krampus Ghost Pussy. It's a good. It's a match made in heaven.
Or the Star Wars film 2 weeks later.
LaDonna has some Hollywood pull, huh? You know that,
This guy requested Chris.
Well,
demanded.
Demanded Chris.
Well, it's our buddy Pat from Universal.
I was going to say, is Scott Meany working over at Legendary Films these days?
It's a what say you
don't ruin
connection.
the mystique.
Don't ruin the
That's all
mystique.
right. What the hell is Universal Pictures know me?
All right.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Congratulations, Ming.
This is some prize.
Chris, you got to really.
You're going to the movies.
You got to really
playing
bring it
games.
the next time you're a storyteller.
Storytelling.
All right, guys.
Fandango cards.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
All right, round 2. Another much coveted by the listeners. So this is a dream matchup for the listeners. They've thought about this. They've wondered about this aloud and on message boards since Tell 'em Steve Dave started. Get 'em Steve Dave
Ooh. Sunday Jeff.
versus Maxwell.
Oh, shit. Damn. Get him throws in all the money he has in the world.
I mean, right now, Q.
Yeah.
Is it the Cinderella story? Get 'em Steve Dave winning this tournament?
Yeah.
Aren't some of those
feel-good
bills
story.
Confederate? Check
I
that
mean,
out,
for
man.
me, it feels good if I win.
I mean,
expected
I'm
that
about to
from
say,
Maxwell,
like,
not
if
from you.
anybody but me wins, that's not a feel-good story. Not to me.
Right,
Not to my wife, not to my children, not to our refrigerator that houses all of the groceries that those growing motherfuckers eat. I still love you though, get him.
All right.
I'll give you your 100 back if I win. How about
I will
that?
say that Giddim's definitely the underdog because, I mean, Maxwell charges for his podcast now, so he's just lighting cigars with $100 bills left and right. So it's not that important to him, whereas Giddim...
I need that money.
This makes his decade. I think if he walks out of here a champion.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! You can't have a blimp on your damn head distracting
Oh, yes,
me.
you
What
can.
kind of shit is that?
Yes, he can.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
Sunglasses.
Is it true, Gidim, that if you win, this will be your biggest payday since you ripped Tell 'em Steve Dave off for the website 6 years ago?
Yes, this will blow that out of the water.
Excellent.
And he's still making the money through Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah, he's still doing it. You didn't pay for that sweater you're wearing, did you? Admit it.
No.
Exactly.
All right.
My TST tuxedo, you mean?
Yes.
Listen to this sponsor, Q. Get Him Steve Dave is sponsored by Wilfredo Torres, whose Twitter handle is @MightyFineLine.
Okay.
And he is the artist of Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh, yes.
Which is,
Yes.
I think,
Very nice.
I see it here, yeah.
By Mark Miller.
by Mark Millar, right?
That's
Miller, yeah.
unbelievable.
Now, he's also an artist on Shadow Year One from Dynamite, and he is asking on behalf of his good friend, the mysterious Dr. X, who cannot divulge who he is. He's putting up the prizes, but he just asks that some of the fine listeners, go and follow Mighty Fine Line.
Okay.
And tell him just to tell him that he's doing a great job. He wants to just get more followers for him.
At Mighty Fine Line.
The mysterious Dr. X has put up for the grand champion of the Blue Juice Comics Invitational $1,000
Whoa.
Fuck.
God damn.
worth of restaurant gift cards,
Ooh.
Like chilies and shit like that?
So food?
as well as Porsche sunglasses,
Oh.
Porsche apparel.
Ooh.
You can wear the sunglasses during the next fucking 1, 2, 3, right?
So there is.
I gotta ride around in my Kia with a fucking Porsche jacket on now.
Yeah, so, I mean, these are racing shirts, like Porsche racing shirts.
I saw the
Anything
box that
with
came
Porsche
in.
on it
It's
is
pretty
expensive.
amazing.
This is expensive gear,
pretty
isn't it?
amazing.
Anything
Yeah.
with
The
Porsche
mysterious
on it is
Dr. X,
expensive.
though, it wants us to really come out and say he is not affiliated with Porsche.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. This poor shit fell off the back of a truck.
Mr. Maxwell is being
Maxwell
sponsored.
gets arrested on his way back to fucking Tennessee with stolen Porsche shit. That'd be awesome.
Troy arrests him.
As he leaves the stash. Crack in the back of the head.
Maxwell is being sponsored by Medfield Kung Fu. Have you ever wanted to learn the martial arts? Well, what are you waiting for? You can learn real Shaolin Kung Fu at Medfield Kung Fu, located near Boston, Massachusetts. In beautiful Medfield, call 508-359-2230 and talk to instructor Andrew, or visit medfieldkungfu.com to begin your training.
Playing a dangerous game when you give the ants your phone number.
The Blue Juice Comics 123 Invitational Champion will receive an embroidered TSD black belt.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's a black belt that has TSD embroidered on it.
He
It's
sent me
badass.
the thing on Twitter, and when he told me, because he said I couldn't say anything about it, which for me is horrible because I don't know how to fucking shut up, especially when it's something amazing. And like that fucking the whole get up and whatnot is like I'm all about Bruce Lee and Kung Fu and all that dumb shit. So thank you, Medfield Kung Fu 508, whatever the rest of that number was. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was super stoked
It's
to have
a
that as a
badass
sponsor.
surprise.
Yes,
it really is. So if any ants in the Massachusetts area who want to learn some Shaolin Kung Fu, that's the place to go. All right. Get 'em, you definitely are the home team in this tournament, in this matchup right here. So you're going to get the question, get it right, and you can decide to be a deducer or storyteller.
All right.
People, is it true or false? People tend to think men with beards lie less than men who are clean shaven. True or false?
True.
It is true.
Whoa.
Deducer or storyteller?
What's the science behind that?
It is.
I thought it would be the opposite.
I would have thought
They
it would be the
something to
opposite
hide.
too, yeah.
Come on, this is a.
Get him.
You're gonna have
pick
to
one.
It doesn't
It's a
matter.
12-hour
Come on,
podcast.
yes,
You'll
clown.
deduce.
You gonna
Okay.
deduce?
Write down your true story and put it in the envelope.
Done.
Oh, it's done already. Okay.
All right. Oh man, anticipation in this room is
All right,
high
Maxwell, go.
Get him his cards.
Oh, wait a minute. Thank you. Sodium pentothal, ask a cop.
Grazie.
Ask a cop.
The matchup of the century. The only way somebody could be more disliked is if Frank 3 were here.
All right.
I once hit a 16-year-old girl with a 9-iron.
Okay.
Done.
I feel like it could have happened within the last 24 hours.
I think it could happen on the way here.
Yeah, I still believe it.
I was a professional wrestling manager for a year and a half in Memphis.
Okay.
Believe that too.
I know, man.
I could see him dressed up like
I was,
Pearl
a
Homer.
wrestling, I was a wrestling manager for 2 years, so.
Let's see.
Wrestling with your sexuality doesn't count.
You're not allowed to say anything.
Wrestling with your sexuality doesn't count. It doesn't make you professional.
Motherfucker. I once drank a shot glass of urine for $100.
Wow.
Again, the 24-hour rule goes.
Ming's hamsters would have killed for that.
Okay. I didn't hear that. What?
Ming's hamsters would have killed for that.
Just a drop.
Drop of that sweet southern pea.
All right,
Got a little elixir of
90
life.
proof and shit, right?
Actually, I think he was from Michigan,
You ready?
Okay. Story number 1.
which was what?
That would have
Hitting
been
the
the 16-year-old
16-year-old.
with a 9-iron. Was it accidental?
No.
Okay. What was her relationship to you?
Just some chick I knew at school.
That's how quickly it turns into a confession. Like rather than a story.
Two, he's alive, right?
Where did it occur?
Parking lot of the school.
Okay, on to story 2, which was, what was number 2 again?
Professional wrestling manager for a year and a half,
Okay.
I believe.
In Memphis.
Memphis. Professional by what standard?
It was in fucking Memphis, man. The Memphis wrestling territory is fucking huge. There was 5,000 fucking people in the crowd.
It's like 12
Mid-South
backyards.
Coliseum, Monday nights. Google that shit. It's a historic fucking landmark. My dad used to carry bags for Jerry Lawler. I'm not even making you ask questions here. It's just like you, like I wasn't a professional wrestling manager.
I never said that. I said what was.
He's stepping to him.
There's money on the table now. You see that? You see that? The way that just turned? A light switch. Lovable Maxwell over there on the sidelines talking about hamsters up Ming's ass. Laughing now, it's not funny anymore. You see the anger on that face.
Over a
How
honey
dare
bun
you.
one time. It's 100 honey buns in that fucking box.
Okay, question number 2 on story 2.
Yep. What was your wrestler's finishing move?
Stunner. Stone cold. Although he called it the pretty, which was fucking stupid.
Did you have to dress up?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean...
I had sleeves on my shirt.
That's
Consider dressed up.
I'm going to give you that question over again. What do you mean dressed? Like, did I have to wear some elaborate wrestling outfit? No, but I mean, I had to fucking... I couldn't come out in overalls and no fucking shoes. I mean...
Why not? It's Memphis.
That's what you want.
90% of the audience is wearing that.
That's some Andy Kaufman shit right there.
Oh, Gator's taking his tell him Steve Big tuxedo off. Oh, he's got it.
Did this motherfucker just go sleeveless on me?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's like, all right. That's some real shit right there.
Glitter on you?
Oh my god!
That's another
This
story altogether.
motherfucker is covered
He
in
woke up with
glitter
two,
with no
women.
sleeves, with a billboard on his hat.
Seriously, Maxwell, sign him.
You deserve this money.
Okay, so now
Sleeveless.
If you win, you sell that money for a fucking waxing. You fucking hairy motherfucker.
That's a valid point. It is like a real dark circle patch right there on the left arm.
Pretty
half.
gross.
He's sitting right next to
You can just put a piece of duct tape on that shit and pull it off tonight. You'll be good for like 3 weeks.
Like these weird armpit fleas hopping all over. Mites and crap. Go home with a fucking major rash on my arm.
I just see like little fleas would get his head on him. Like they're spawned of him. There's flea on it and lights.
now we're on to story 3?
Yes.
Okay. Shot glass of urine for $100. Male or female?
What, who peed in the thing?
Yeah.
Male.
I would never even think about that. I would just assume it was male. I don't know why.
I would have assumed the same. So, yeah.
Right? Because I mean,
It's a tough thing.
A lot of. It's real
What
tough.
does that mean? Like, because it's in the South, women are just pissing all over the place randomly?
No, I would
That's
assume.
not even a Southern stereotype.
No, it's
I
tough.
assumed it was a man.
It's tough to fill up a shot glass full of urine if you're a woman. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would think.
Ladies,
want to
weigh in?
No,
it's easy.
I don't want to get
All right.
sexist and
There you
say that a
go.
woman
No, I
can't
stand
fill a
corrected.
shot glass up with pee if she wanted to. I feel like that she could definitely do that if she concentrated hard enough.
I feel like in today's world, that's something women would get mad about. They're like, "How dare he say a woman couldn't fill a shot glass of urine?" How sexist.
Caitlyn Jenner can.
All right, so you got your answer. It was male, right?
Yes.
Okay, question 2.
It was male piss. Right?
How does that? I don't know. How does that help you? How does that question help, though?
It does.
Okay.
Maybe it's not about the information as much as reading it when he answers it, right?
Yeah.
What would you say,
think so.
Officer
That's a
Troy?
good idea.
Do you sometimes
That's a good
throw
idea.
out dummy questions just to?
So you're going to start studying him now?
Yeah, that's
boy.
Kidham's whole life is asking
Can we
dummy
get
questions.
a be quiet policy over here?
Wow.
Okay.
Question 2. We've already confirmed the piss was male,
male.
of male origin.
Male-centric urine.
How drunk were both parties?
Nobody was drunk. No alcohol whatsoever. We weren't even high on weed.
Was it salty or sweet?
Good God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
It's not
knock it out
cum,
of the
you
fucking
fucking
park.
dumbass. It will always be salty.
No, it won't.
Drink it from the
As if you're a stupid fuck. No, it won't.
Did you see this?
He was
Ryan, the
no
look of
less-
disgust he
He
just
was
gave
no
you.
less smug than
Not
Armando.
always.
No less smug than Chris
sometimes
when
it's
he
not
fucking
yellow.
gave you that look.
Oh. All right, that was your final question. What was it? Was it sweet or salty?
Salty.
It was salty.
Should have said sweet just to be sure.
Holy shit, how quickly he was on me. Look, I'm afraid of how many different urine samples he's fucking had access to.
Get him sweating. Look at him. He's sweating.
He does work around horses.
Thoroughbred.
Is that how you test to see if a horse is sick?
I don't think it's going to.
You take a little sip of the piss, you're like, I think he's got the flu.
All right, Kidham, would you like to play one or both of your cards?
You better play both of them. Those were horrible questions.
You gotta play at least one of those cards.
Let's get Troy in the game.
Oh, hell no. No.
Oh, he doesn't want Troy. He wants no part of Troy.
Fuck no, he don't.
Yeah, I'll play Troy.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
Ask a cop.
I'm not going to lie. I should have shut up when he said that. But that is literally when I walked through the door and I found out that I was going to have to talk to Troy possibly. That was my worst fear.
Well, here you
How come?
are.
Because I've had conversations with Troy. Not like I've specifically said any of these things, but I think Troy has a better feel for me than a lot of people.
Yeah, but you're assuming I
At
was
the
listening.
table. See, don't play that comic pop bullshit on me. I know you were listening. You're listening even when you ain't listening. You're a fucking detective. Come on, ask your questions. Shit just got real.
So the first one, 16-year-old girl, school parking lot. You were a classmate of hers.
See, this is a fucking legitimate assault crime.
Where'd the golf club come from?
I know
Trunk
you
of
hillbilly.
a
They don't
car.
have fucking golf clubs down there.
Whose car?
My buddy Rick.
There's no golf clubs.
What grade was this?
Miniature golf.
Well, I mean, who? Me? Him? Her?
Well, you were different ages?
Yeah. I was a senior.
Okay, and she be, what, a junior?
So you were what,
16?
She was
24?
a sophomore.
Oh, wait, no. I was going to go with a variation on that.
So that you did ask 3 right there, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you're on to question 2, which was he was a manager for the Memphis Wrestling League.
How old were you when that happened?
15. Until I was about 16 and a half.
How old were the wrestlers?
That depended. 16 to 60. I managed a guy who fought Gypsy Joe. Gypsy Joe's like fucking 100.
That is.
You don't know who Gypsy Joe is?
Nobody in this room knows who it is.
Gypsy Jones.
Nobody here fucking ever watched
If
wrestling?
you don't know, then nobody
How
knows.
did you get this job?
Yeah, he knows wrestling.
My
You
dad.
probably know.
It's a job.
He
so
worked.
just
My
community
dad worked
service.
for Jerry Lawler for like 8 years.
You got one more on this one, right?
Does he? Wait.
Why'd you stop doing it?
I fucking dad like made me quit. My grades were shit.
Now we get into urine.
Just what you've been waiting for.
Come on,
Get sexy.
It really is a pissing match.
Where did that happen?
At work.
What type of job?
Carpet layer. I know, right? These are really good questions. Carpet layer.
And how old were you when that happened?
23. Somewhere between 21 and 23.
22.
Out of those sets of questions, Troy.
You heard him. He's
What
too busy
is
managing
your
the fucking wrestlers to go to math class.
You should apply some of that math to paying your taxes because I got kids that need that check.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't get in my head. I see what you're trying to do.
All right, Troy.
I'm going to go with the urine one being true.
Get him. You can go with Troy's recommendation of Maxwell drinking piss. Or you can
I
go
don't like
out
it
on
when
your
you
own.
say it like that.
Yeah, he's like, you got to try it.
Or you can go out on your own,
Or you could use your other card.
and you can use your other card and ensure you get into the second round. Well, not ensure,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
make the
We
odds.
learned
a
from
lot-
Chris it doesn't insure it.
Well, actually, what you have to do is use the elimination card before you use Ask a Cop if you're going to use
Wait,
it.
can I
more.
reconsider on that one?
Hell no.
No, I can't. No, I can't do it.
You done asked your questions, cop. You got no jurisdiction here. You got a warrant, bro? You got no power here, pig. Waiting my whole goddamn life to say that. You got a warrant? Take your ass on somewhere.
Go ahead, get him. We need an answer. Frank number 5 is right. I think it sounds like you're telling your wife, "I want to leave." Can I get out of here without them noticing?
Maybe they'll have a winner before they come to me.
He's like, quick, piss in this cup.
He's like, honey, I'm fucked. They already have a piss story.
That was my ace in the hole.
My story's
Wow. Oof. I know which one I think's real.
Get him. I need an
I'm
answer.
not trying. I really hate to go against Troy.
But you want to, huh?
A little.
Then you got to go with your. Got to go with.
Yeah, you should trust your instincts over Troy's.
You dance in direct traffic. He's a fucking homicide cop. He's a detective.
The urine story has merit because it sounds like something a bunch of guys would do when they're just sitting around laying carpet
He's a
and
dork.
got nothing else to do. Yeah, but conversely, I think if it was the first one, he would have gotten in some serious trouble for that hitting somebody, especially in the head with a 9-iron on school grounds. It doesn't matter in today's day and age with schools.
Hey, hold on. Whoa. What the fuck is this back and forth? Is this allowed?
That is not allowed. I'm gonna step in. Get him. I need an answer right now.
I need the jury to disregard all of that information.
I'm just saying what's going on in my mind, and that's why I'm going with the last one.
That ain't admissible.
Not to go back and forth with Troy.
Why not? That's your cop. He's his cop right now.
It is my card. I have one.
He told you.
But Troy told him what his gut was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you need
B's story of working wrestling. I managed wrestling for 2 years. Managed lacrosse for 2 years.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Both have
Got
no
varsity
sleeves.
letters in both of them.
Wait, like high school wrestling?
Yes.
Motherfucker, that's a different kind of managing. You carried water.
That's real wrestling.
An answer.
I'm gonna go with B.
B, which
Middle,
was
wrestling
he was the
manager.
wrling manager.
Yeah.
That's the one I was going to go
What
with,
do you think?
Really?
I think wrestling manager.
Brian?
I would have went with that if he wasn't so young. So the piss thing.
I think it was the pissed one too.
Yeah, but those two stories he had so minor details on, and the wrestling one
He was so
many
quick though. He wanted to get those stories. He wanted to get those details out
His father
though.
did work in that industry, so and
That could be a lie, though.
familiar with it.
That could be a lie.
Yeah.
No, I remember him mentioning that.
Oh.
His answer's final, right?
Yeah, his answer is final.
It's not a lie. My dad worked for Jerry Lawler for 8 years. We went to the Mid-South Coliseum every Monday throughout my entire childhood.
I'm about to read what the true story was. Get him.
Maxwell doesn't look happy.
Maxwell hit a 16-year-old in the head with a golf club.
Whoa!
I figured that one.
First off, I never said that I hit her in the head. No one asked me where I hit her, and I never said in the head.
That's
Get
weird.
him.
That's weird because I thought you said in the head too.
Get him
I thought you
set in the head.
too. Get him, you lost. All right, why'd you hit her?
She was a 16-year-old exchange student from Brazil. Motherfucker knew taekwondo, motherfucker knew judo, motherfucker knew Thai kickboxing, and she was talking shit to my buddy, and we're all in the parking lot, and we used to go fucking hit golf balls after school. So
Instead of Brazilians. Yeah.
His fucking trunk is popped, right? And they get into an argument like people in school tend to do, and she just starts fucking him up, like hit him with some Ronda Rousey type shit before mixed martial arts was on the map, and just mounts him, which if you don't know what that is, like she's sitting on his chest, right?
You should
Just
pay for that.
fucking waylaying my buddy, right? And I didn't want what was I gonna do? I'm not about to get judo flip, taekwondo flip punched in my mouth, so I took a golf club out of the trunk and I fucking hit her, and she quit hitting him.
Wow. I think I would just have turned my back and walked away and just been like, he's not my friend anymore.
So if I was getting like
note to self, don't get my
by
ass
a girl.
kicked
No,
when
I
hanging out with
I would try to pull her off. I don't think at any point. I'm surprised you admitted to that because like you're such a
Here's
such
the
a
thing.
different person.
I never would have if it wasn't for this specific tournament. People know that, but I knew specifically that Brian would go, he would never do that. Q would go, he would never do that.
Yeah, I would have never thought that.
But like you have to take into account that it's not just that I hit a woman. I hit the deadliest person at that school. She could kill you with her fucking bare hands.
Where did you hit her? If it wasn't in the head,
in the side.
In the side, and it took her out, knocked the wind out of her.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I did or not, but I may have broken a rib. I don't know.
Did you yell for?
No. I think I yelled something like, get the fuck off my homie, and then I just cranked her. I hit her with everything I fucking
Did that guy
had
feel like, did he feel like a pussy or no?
No, not really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Respect to her, because she didn't call no fucking cops. We didn't call no cops.
Well, she was unconscious.
Nothing fucking happened. No, she was fucking gangster.
Yeah.
She's a chick you hit with a golf club, and she's like, all right, my shit's broke, but if I see you again, no lie, I moved. Like, I moved from Mississippi back up to Nashville.
Because you were afraid of her?
Fuck yeah! Oh no, she was because like she an exchange student, like she could like feloniously, like just felony whoop my ass, and they're just going to send her back to Brazil.
All right, Kid,
I'm so glad I live in Staten Island.
you are one strike away from being eliminated, and you are the darling of this too.
Yeah, I know.
So you really got to.
Yeah, but now it's a comeback story.
Yeah. There you go.
We got Rudy over here.
All right,
Sleeveless Rudy. There he goes.
let's take another quick break, and when we come back, another dream matchup.
Children of the night. What music they make. Good evening, boys and ghouls. Wow, this is already terrible. I am Pussy, and I'd like to talk to you about Casper mattresses. A Casper mattress provides resilience and long-lasting supportive comfort. Casper's mattress is one of a kind. A new hybrid mattress that combines premium latex foam with memory foam. Being a member of the undead means I spend every minute of daylight in a coffin, so you better believe I need a comfortable mattress to lie on in there. So it has to be a Casper. Mattresses can often cost well over $1,500, but Casper mattresses cost between $500 for a twin-size mattress, $600 for a twin XL, $750 for a full size, $850 for a queen size, and $950 for a king size mattress. Casper understands that buying a mattress online can have consumers wondering, how is this possible? Buying a mattress is completely risk-free. Casper offers free delivery and returns within a 100-day period. It's that simple. Statistically, lying on a bed for 4 minutes in a showroom has no correlation to whether it's the right bed for you. That's why Casper has turned the buying process into a risk-free experience. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that, in all reality, you spend a third of your life on. An obsessively engineered mattress at a shocking fair price. Just the right sink, just the right bounce. 2 technologies, latex foam and memory foam, come together for better nights and brighter days. Risk-free trial and return policy. Try sleeping on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery and painless returns. Mattresses are made in America. $500 for a twin-size mattress and $950 for a king-size mattress. Comparing that to industry averages, that's an outstanding price point. Get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/TESD and using promo code TESD. You've heard Ghost Pussy's message. Disregard it at your own peril with this last warning. If the next mattress you purchase isn't a Casper, then I will haunt you from beyond the grave for the rest of your life and beyond. A promise from the shivering specter, the ghoul with goosebumps. Wait, if I'm supposed to be a ghost, why am I sleeping in a coffin like a vampire? It's like amateur hour over here. Now I'm looking for logic in a podcast ad trying selling mattresses featuring a ghost or a vampire called Ghost Pussy. Yeah, I'm sure Casper is going to see a spike after the spot. The Wussy Wrath. The Phantom Frady Cat. Ghost Pussy. Boo.
Now get him and Lodondo. Are you guys feeling a little loserish right now, or do you still feel like you have
So do they go up against each other?
more so than
The
when you
Luther
first
round
met?
follows this to eliminate people, and we got to get people out of here so we can finish this.
I was really debating on whether I wanted to listen or tell my stories, and
All right, go sit down. All right, dream matchup 2.
Oh boy.
Sunday Jeff and BQ.
Whoa! Holy shit! Uh-oh.
No, I got to say, as Sunday Jeff comes over to the chair, he was lamenting being a part of this. He says he's no good at it. To which I countered with,
Go on that side.
next to Ming, I think he provided maybe one of the most
on that side.
entertaining 1-2-3s of all time. I mean, the mini golf,
the mini golf
burning down.
It's legendary.
It made me cry. Like when I heard it on
The Puppet Theater.
Not Puppet Theater. No, it was the other one.
Dollar Shave?
Dollar Shave. Dude, I was literally crying the way it was cut
It's
and
good.
how it was going on and on. It was so fucking funny.
Q, you got to go over here.
Oh yeah, you want me over there?
Yeah, you got to go in the player seat. You got to put your money in the box.
All right. I need my cards, please.
I'm not going to wait for anybody who left because all the important players are still here. So I'm going to go with Q,
Here's my $100.
Who was it? Oh,
your
God.
sponsor.
Yes.
Maxwell's gone too. He's probably pissing in a cup.
Both gone. Here.
Salty or
Get him,
sweet?
taste this.
Salty or sweet? Let me.
I'm going to show you it wasn't a stupid question.
Did you see the fucking authority with which he was like,
I know,
"You
I
fucking
couldn't get
moron.
across.
Piss can be salty or sweet."
All right.
Q, your sponsor.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for this one for a while.
You are being sponsored tonight by Tiny Hooves Rescue. Tiny Hooves Rescue is a nonprofit farm animal rescue in southeastern Wisconsin.
I like this.
Visit tinyhooves.org to find out more about the organization. The Blue Juice Comics 1-3 Grand Champion will receive a lifetime membership to Tiny Hooves Rescue Incorporated, a $1,500 value. With a lifetime membership, the Blue Juice Comics 1-3 Champion gets these privileges. VIP privilege to visit the animals 24 times a year.
Hey, all right. Twice a month.
Visits are up to 3 hours, but you will have to call
Okay.
ahead.
Where is this? What state is this?
Wisconsin.
I'll be in Wisconsin eventually.
You can bring up to 15 friends and family per visit.
Oh, wow.
You'll also get a membership sticker and a Tiny Hooves T-shirt.
This
love
is
it.
Tiny Hooves, and they take care of who? They take care of
Farm animals.
Okay.
The tiny ones.
Because they, I was reading the Daily News today. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Wisconsin man, they're in Wisconsin, huh? Yeah. Wisconsin man had sex with donkey in barn because his privates were out of control.
What was
That's
the
one of my
animal?
1 through 3 stories.
It was a donkey.
Well, we
So
may
he's
be
definitely,
visiting that donkey at Tiny Hooves if there's a god.
I think Tiny Hooves needs to step in and get some psychiatry for this poor donkey who was lured away from its area in the barn by this guy. The guy says he got crazy and got carried away.
All right.
There's no answer you can give, right?
Insanity.
No, that's the best answer you could possibly give in that situation.
That's why Mink's smart. Dead gerbils tell no tales.
All right.
And Sunday, Jeff, you are being sponsored tonight by Robots Don't Say Ye.
Ye.
Robots Don't Say Ye is Josh Mercurio, or El Mercurio, and he makes handmade, hand-painted robots from up to 2 feet tall all the way up to 9 feet tall.
Oh.
All those robots are one of a kind and have secret compartments to hide your most precious treasures. Sweet. Contact info is heydoorman@yahoo.com, and you can go there to see some of his robots at www.etsy/shop robots do not say ye.
Oh, look at what Tiny Hooves is doing over here with these little guys. They're really cute.
Pull up a robot real quick. That's not fair. Pull up a big giant robot, even if it's not from Robots Don't Say Ye.
That's true. Let me get
and the
robot.
grand champion tonight, the 1, 2, 3 Blue Juice Invitational champion, will receive a one-of-a-kind robot from Robots Don't Say Ye.
Is it ye or yay?
It's Ye.
Y-E?
Just Y-E.
I think that's yay.
Yay?
Yeah.
B-Y-E.
All right.
It's just
Or
Y-E.
Y-I. Yeah, you're Chinese.
Yeah.
All right.
Shop is YE.
I would have to go, Q, you are definitely the home team, even though you don't work at the stash.
Right.
It's a weird kind of thing here. That
I'm okay with giving it Sunday Jeff if he wants it. If he feels he deserves home team respect.
Doesn't matter. No, I'm going to give Q
that's
you the
fine.
home team here.
All right.
Well, who's familiar with Futurama? Because that's what it's from. Fry says, "Fear not, I shall assist
Robots
ye."
don't say ye.
Hermes.
It's
Robots
ye.
don't say it is. So it is ye.
Everybody who's sat in this chair so far is lost.
Well, no one's guessed the right answer yet.
Well, no, I mean the
Or ask a
rounds.
halfway decent question.
Yeah.
So I'm in a cursed seat. But all right, let's
All right,
do
so
it.
Q,
Yes.
true or false? People tell more lies in December than any other month.
Ooh, that is false.
You're correct. Would you like to be a deducer or a storyteller?
I will be a storyteller.
How is that fucking possible? Every parent telling their kid like Santa Claus is coming. Like, how do all those lies?
Biggest lie right off. That's what I was thinking was February. That's like a trick question. It's got to be February.
All right, so you got your Ask a Cop and Sodium Pentothal cards.
Yes. Well, I'm telling the story.
You're telling a story, and you got your cards, Jeff, if you want to use them.
So I have to write the true story.
You have to write the true story and give it to me, but don't let me see it.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy.
Woo! All right. Sunday Jeff. Here are my 3 stories. All right. One time at a Tenderloin show, we do these live shows. As part of a freaky sex game.
He's got to work in
tenderloins.com for tickets.
Got to work it in.
Freaky sex game.
As part of a freaky sex game, I wore women's underwear under my clothes on stage for the entire performance. Okay. Story 1. Story 2. I once attended a hate rally of a neo-Nazi hate group. Targeted Ming. And 3.
Otherwise known as Maxwell's birthday party.
I was waiting on that like nothing.
I looked over at him and I was like, no one said anything. I was like, shocked.
Waiting on it. Nothing.
And
Story 3?
Story 3, Sunday Jeff. I don't know if you would know this, but Stacey Patella, who you've met, and I once didn't speak for almost 5 years because we slept overnight in the same hotel room, and she woke up to me kissing her as she slept. And that is why we didn't speak.
Ooh, a creeping story.
That's right.
Creeping.
Sleep creeping story.
Sleep creep.
All right.
Oh, this had to be pre-Jokers, right?
I'm not giving any details.
Oh, yeah,
my
I'm
friend.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just like stunned by that. Who?
I'm a sleep creeper.
I mean, because you could kiss anybody at this point in your career, and people, and if they woke up, they would be happy to see. They would be shocked initially.
It might have been before the TV show.
And I don't think there's anybody who would be like put off by it at this point, male or female.
I'd be like, fine.
Why didn't you wake me?
All right.
All right, Sunday Jeff.
All right. First one. Why did you have to wear the underwear for the show?
Well, I didn't have to, but we were playing sort of this cross-dresser, like feminism, what's a humiliation game type thing. So she said, you have to wear this thong while you're on stage.
Who said?
It's a friend of mine that I occasionally dabble with and have kinky sex with. I can't mention names.
Go obviously. On. You could tell them.
But it was just. I mean, that's a stupid question. It was just a sexual partner. That,
I think it was a stupid
but who else would ask me to
to be honest with you, I initially thought it was done by
I thought it was
put up by all the other jokers.
No. It was part of like a dominatrix. It was part of like a dominatrix sub thing.
So. Are you not humiliated enough in real life? You gotta. I find that I am. I don't need that shit.
All right.
Jeff, you got one more?
So we'll say a woman who sometimes acts as my dominatrix.
All right. Were you the only one?
Of the four of us?
That had to wear it? Yes.
Yeah, it's just between... Yeah. Well, yeah, she's not involved with all four of us.
Yeah. Well, you know, you never know. Impractical Joker over there.
Okay, story 2, which was
story 2.
I forgot 2.
The neo-Nazi rally.
Oh, okay.
The hate rally.
The hate rally.
Was Walt there?
I'm going to assume that was a question.
What a waste of a question.
No, I got to tell you, that's a question?
Yeah.
Walt Flanagan
hey, man, if you're going to slam me on it, that's a question. You're using your
I thought
question.
we were going to do like a Hollywood Squares show question. But no, okay.
Not at my expense.
Flanagan was not there.
If it was Ming.
Yeah.
Where was this rally?
It was on Staten Island at a... it was on Staten Island.
Isn't Staten Island just one big hate rally? Pretty much.
No, it was in a private person's basement near Curtis High School on Staten Island.
Question 3?
Yes,
All right,
3.
yes, question 3 for this?
Yeah, let me think here for a second. Question 3. How old were you?
That is a good question. I was probably 15. 14 to 15 in that age.
Hater at 15, huh? All right.
We punched out a Korean.
So that was 3, right? I did the 3 for that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last one?
Stacey Patella.
Sleep creeping.
The reason we didn't talk.
The sleep creep.
Were you dating her?
No, I've never dated famously. Do you listen to Sound Steve Dave?
No.
No, was not dating. That's why she was upset when she woke up and found me smooching.
Question 2.
Found him in the act of sexually assaulting.
How long did it take?
Or smooching.
Let's call it smooching.
Urban Dictionary. Smooching.
To make it cutesy.
Let's make it romantic.
How long did it take before she talked to you again?
Holy shit! He told you 5 years!
Oh, no, I thought you said... Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Too late, that's a question. I'll give a get out. Go ahead, ask another question.
Ask another one. Yeah. There was almost 5 years.
Y'all are way too nice.
Yeah.
You can get no force.
See, I don't know her, though. That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, but you're reading me, buddy.
It doesn't matter.
I love how Q's trying to help Sunday Jeff.
I love Sunday
Focus
Jeff.
on me, Jeff. Focus on me. Read my face.
What'd she say to you?
Well, I think the first thing was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I was trying to play a little drunker than I was. But she has a lot of experience with me being drunk, so she was able to discern. I was lying low in the tall grass, as they say.
Well, is that a euphemism?
Was that the official charge? Brian Quinn, 1 count of lying low in the tall grass.
All right, you want to play one or both of your cards? Dude, you need it. You have asked fucking horrific questions.
Was Walt
Yeah, I think we'll ask the cop.
Okay, Troy, back in the game.
All right. Gets you worried,
makes you
doesn't
feel
it?
nervous.
Yeah, it
does.
yeah.
You're on this river.
Just give him that stare.
All right.
Well, with both of you, it could lead to a real arrest.
What state did that happen in?
New Jersey.
I mean, your friends were watching. You fucking pervo.
Well, she lives in the tri-state area, so she was at the show. This is nerve-wracking, man. It is. It is. It
made me so fucking
is, man. There's something about Troy asking these questions that makes it like shit.
Give him one of these.
Because you know you're not going to get a question like, was Walt there? Totally
Was in his
wasted
basement.
one of the most valuable questions, the first one, and he wasted on such nonsense.
Did the other guys know about it?
No, they did not know about it.
They do now.
That's true.
Probably not. I don't think they listen. Maybe so.
And what was your reward for doing it?
There really is no reward. Like the humiliation itself is the reward in these situations. Although, to be honest, she did perform oral sex in the little room upstairs at the Count Basie Theater, but I think I would have gotten that either way.
Okay. The hate rally in a basement.
Can I quickly ask Mrs. Five, do you have Frank in panties right now? some sort of weird humiliation thing.
And we have no green room.
You said this rally took place in somebody's
We're going to have to watch.
Yeah, it took place in a. I mean, when I say rally, I guess I mean like meeting. You know, not like burning crosses. You know, but there were a lot of people there. I count those.
There were refreshments.
It's a basement.
Why did you go?
I went because...
Nice question.
That is a
I
good
can't
question.
believe that. Like,
That's
you
a good
didn't ask that question.
I went because my brother's friend was a member of the group, and we kind of went with them, like not knowing the scope of what it was. So I was tagging along with my older brother, who was tagging along with.
We thought it was just more of a dislike rally than a hate rally.
Yeah, it was just I was tagging along. Yeah.
And how long did you stay for?
Not long, probably about
Till
20 minutes. But I would have left sooner if I could have, but I didn't get it. We didn't realize what it was really till we walked into it. Once we did, we wanted out pretty quickly, so about 20 minutes.
And the third one was Stacy. Where did this happen?
Texas.
How long ago?
This was about 9 years ago. About 9 years ago. Maybe 10 at this point. But around there.
And why were you and Stacy in Texas?
We were down there for a concert that we went to.
The laws are laxer there.
It was a group of about 10 of us were down there for a concert.
Okay.
And that's why we were sharing a hotel room, because everybody was we weren't making much money back then.
Taxes were less.
Was that all your questions?
That's it, right?
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
so now you can tell Sunday Jeff.
Well, these motherfuckers would crack, man. You could crack them, Troy.
It's you'll see when you're under his gaze. It's not easy.
It's uncomfortable.
He's got like that light, like just going across his eyes and shit.
The baseball cap on, so you can't. So he looks even meaner.
Yeah, you're like, he knows. He knows.
He sees through me.
I'm going to go with the Stacy story not being the one that's not true.
Not true.
Yeah.
Which one is true?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I need to know.
So you think
all
the hate rally,
smart-mouth and shit.
or the panties?
Supposed to help me, bro.
No, I said that one's not true because I totally believe the other two. Mm-hmm. I know the Q is a neo-Nazi and wears garters.
You ever been to a hate rally Sunday, Jeff?
Every time I'm on the show.
I'm going to go with the dominatrix.
Right.
That's the one I think I would go with too, because I know he did a Count Basie show, and it's not something that he did do. Did he do it? He did do it.
Oh my God!
I didn't see any panty lines.
Is the police academy hiring? He's got a candidate here.
It's probably the one that I would go with because it's
The
The most obvious might be the most
known to be in New Jersey.
So you're going to go with panties under his jeans
while he was doing a show. Yeah, I don't think that's outrageous.
Yeah,
for them.
To me, I'm like, I don't even know why he would even tell that story. To me, it's like not even like it's not that.
Really?
It's not that risque.
Because I would think
they do shit like that on your real show that you wear.
You guys got tattoos.
No, but like part of a sexual.
But you didn't reveal it to anybody.
But it's
like,
a dominatrix, so it's not like him and Sal didn't make a bet and he had to wear panties.
But even if he didn't say anything to anybody, I still think
he did make a bet. He got a blowjob.
So I'm going to go with number one.
Number one, the risque panties
is the true one.
Right, you know these? You know this already?
No, I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I know the Stacey Patella lapse in talking.
Did you write it down, Q?
Yeah.
That one. I mean, I don't.
But there
I think
was
he went to
not
the
the
hate rally.
reasoning.
Am I the only one that thinks hate rally?
You think it's hate rally, huh?
Yeah, it's hate rally.
I think it's hate rally too.
Bullshit! There ain't no hate rallies on Staten Island. There's hate rallies on every island. You out your mind? No, you're just not invited to those hate rallies, Chris. They're there.
Guys, I'm about to reveal if Q's well, I'm not really revealing if he's a pervert. Everybody listen to tell him Steve Dave knows that. Let's get him urinated on. I mean,
sweet or salty.
Q once went to a hate rally. I knew it.
Yeah. Wow. I was thinking that one until you said you stayed for 20 minutes. I was like, that seems a long time to...
No, I mean, I was 14. I got there and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And my brother, he was there with his friend. So the chain of events for us to both be like, what the fuck? To realize what was going on, to realize that these guys were all fucked up, and then realize we want to get the fuck out of there was about 20 minutes.
I'm going to go ahead and assume it wasn't a Black Panther hate rally.
No.
What was the group that they were hating on?
It was just like a general like neo-Nazi
Yeah,
type
I think
thing. They all had
Nazis
shaved
generally
heads,
hate
like
everyone.
the suspenders and that shit.
Oh, they have like the Doc Martens.
Yeah. I didn't know. They didn't have like swastikas on the wall and shit like
It's
that.
a cancer survivors group.
Those cats are like super violent and shit. You don't just show up to a neo-Nazi rally and go, no, I don't agree with you fucking guys.
This isn't for me.
It was my first exposure
You sneak
to any
out
of
the
that
back.
stuff.
Wait,
So
Look
I
how
got,
quick Chris was to defend his hometown. There's not a chance.
Because particularly, wait, that part of Staten Island 10 years ago was predominantly black.
yes.
Where he said, by Curtis
High School. It is.
So it's not
Sleeper
like
Clan.
I don't know.
There was a
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a wildlife refuge that was used as a fucking mob burial ground for decades.
Right.
And we're supposed to believe, Chris, that like maybe not one hate rally happened.
No, I'm just saying on that part of Staten Island, it was predominantly a black area.
It still is, really. But yeah, it was.
Well, even
one of
more
those
so,
old-
they're like they have a reason to hate them. They're like all the black people are around, right? And then the one white group is like,
Well, that's what you do.
we
You
hate
have your
guys.
fucking hate rally
It's like
where
in
all the black
shitty
people are
land.
at.
I mean, it seemed like it was like a frat party mixed with like hate speech.
Were there any girls there?
And they were playing, no, what they were doing, they were playing like that indecipherable music. Hitting into each other.
And doing them
like,
goose steps?
Yeah, that's it exactly. That's what it was.
Like American History X.
Someone's got a rally to get to. He's got to take
Wasn't at
back
his
on
house,
Monday
was it?
for it.
No.
I've actually been to 2 hate rallies
In the past week.
on the way
See,
here.
the other two
Both on
stories,
Staten Island.
I knew the Count Basie thing. I knew you put a little truth in there, and it'll fucking.
You played him like a fucking harp.
That's it, buddy.
He's
Like a third-rate
He's been
fiddle.
at the Basie. That has to be true.
We talked about how
Well, sometimes you put the
Stacey-
obvious out there purposely so you wouldn't pick the obvious.
I believe I'll save my cop card. I've got this all figured out.
No, he played it. He did.
You played it, yeah. And then I didn't talk to Stacey for 5 years. We've talked about that on the show. So
I knew that one, but I thought it was something else.
it was something else.
Yeah, it was something else.
It was something else.
All right, so Sunday Jeff, you are in the losers pool, and Q, you're moving on.
All right, feels good. Feels
right.
good. All right, sweet.
Stood up to
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back,
You stood up to the scrutiny of the cop.
That was for Tiny Hooves.
Tiny Hooves. When we come back, Brian versus
I always knew that.
Mike.
It would help for me one day.
Okay.
Step right up, folks. Step right up. Are you brave enough to step into the den of the SeatGeek? What about you, sir? You're a strapping young man. Want a little one-on-one with the geek? Well, SeatGeek. That sounds nasty. I like nasty. Ain't I allowed to touch this, what do you call it, SeatGeek? Only one way to find out. Oh, yeah. Here it comes, Seat Freak. Yeah, freaky. Come on now. Stop hiding from it.
Oh, hello. I'll be right with you.
What you looking on at that computer, geek? Somewhere to sit? Well, stop your searching, 'cause I'm your new seat. Or do I sit on you?
Ew, neither. I'm searching for cheap NFL seats on SeatGeek.com, and when I use the code TESD in the SeatGeek app, I get a $20 rebate off my first SeatGeek purchase. It takes less than a minute to download the app today.
Huh? What you talking about, geek?
I'm talking about SeatGeek. SeatGeek does a ton of things that other ticketing sites don't. First, SeatGeek pulls in ticket options from hundreds of online ticket sellers to create a virtual one-stop shop for tickets. When you shop on SeatGeek, you're seeing virtually every ticket option available for that game all on one page. No need to go anywhere else. Also, they have this great feature called Deal Score. It ranks every ticket on the market with a 1 to 100 value score and plots the best deals on a color-coded interactive map, so you can easily identify the best ticket values in the building at a glance. And finally, SeatGeek's mobile app makes the ticket buying process seamless and easy. No more typing squiggly letters that you can't read into a box like other ticket sites make you do. On SeatGeek, you can store your credit card, and once you find a ticket you want to buy, you can complete the purchase with just 2 quick taps. There's no faster way to buy tickets. So remember, to redeem your promo code and save $20 on tickets, download the free SeatGeek app today. Enter promo code TESD in the app, and then SeatGeek will send you $20 once you made your first SeatGeek purchase. Every ticket purchased on SeatGeek is backed by a 100% guarantee. So download the free SeatGeek app and enter promo code TESD today.
So, that's why they call you the SeatGeek? That's all you do? Just sit there and order cheap NFL tickets? And people pay to watch you do it?
I also sing. Here, listen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's okay. It's okay.
The body of a monster, the voice of an angel.
All right, Mike.
I had a fucking clean-shaven liar.
I guess I can go into. All right, we're back. I guess I can go into the sponsors while we're waiting on some of the other guys to get back. You guys can put your money in the bin. Brian Johnson.
Was Walt there?
Who sponsored me, Walt?
Brian Johnson, you are being sponsored by Kick-Save Comics.
Kick-Save Comics,
Kick-Save Comics.
Yeah, a real loyal listener. He has his own comic book company, and he wanted to be involved, and he gave an amazing prize package. But let's give a little bit of info to the listeners who may want to support Kick-Save Comics.
Do you think Tom Mum and Blue Juice are fucking frothing right now? Like another comic book company.
What do vigilante grannies, slacker zombies, and female wrestlers and hockey manuals have in common? They're all comic books at Kick-Save Comics. One of those comics actually features the art of Tell 'em Steve Dave's very own Walt Flanagan. I actually drew a cover for one of his books.
Ooh, you are bored.
Along with some other great Jersey Rays comic makers. All books range from free to nearly free. Follow at Kick-Save Comics on Twitter and go on to kicksavecomics.com. That's kicksavecomics.com.
What's the prize?
The prize is an amazing package, Q. There's just signed pucks by Chico Resch, Chris Terreri. The list goes on. There's like
Chris Terreri, huh?
15 items signed by professional hockey players. Mike Mignola signed San Diego Con sketchbook.
Whoa.
Adam Kubert signed Ultimate FF #1.
Whoa.
Charles Wilson signed Stuff of Legend. Glenn Fabry signed Hellblazer. Glenn Fabry signed Preacher.
Whoa! How the fuck this guy get all this stuff?
He's a big time comic book fan, and Spider-Man.
He could have given one of those things, and it would have been awesome.
I'm telling you, look at all this stuff right here.
You can't even read them.
You can't even read it all. And he also supplied 2 tickets to an upcoming Devils home game.
Really?
Woo! So there's
the Krampus movie.
Wow.
So that's a huge gift package from kicksavecomics.com. And if any ants out there can at least follow him on Twitter, that'd be nice. At kicksavecomics. At kicksavecomics. Okay, Mike.
Sure.
Mike,
you
are being sponsored by Better Bowls.
Is this toilet smoking?
Yeah, where are we going with this?
Better Bowls is sugar-free pudding and gelatin mixes.
Pudding? I love pudding.
That taste great.
And having sex with it, too.
And provide balanced nutrition for children, seniors.
That's the joke, Mr. Punchline.
Yeah, way to go. Thanks. Yeah.
And even athletes in training. Made with natural colors and added fiber, protein, calcium, and potassium.
LED.
These mixes make quick, healthy snacks and desserts that look good and taste great. Visit betterbowls.com to order now. The Blue Juice Comics 1, 2, 3 champion will receive a Better Bowls prize package containing 12 different Better Bowl pudding and gelatin mixes.
Holy moly.
All right.
Nice.
Wow.
Bri, again, an odd matchup here. You are considered the home team, even though Mike works 100 hours a week here.
And I show up for a couple weeks in the summer.
So you will get the question, and which will decide if you're a deducer or a storyteller.
Everyone's gotten it right so far, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to break that streak.
40% of people lie on their resume. True or false?
I mean, so if the number is higher, which I think it probably is.
Or lower.
No.
Anything besides 40%.
Yeah. It has to be exactly 40%. So I would say
true or false?
Okay, I'm going to say false.
It's true. So, Mike, you get...
Card sharks, huh? All right.
How is that quantifiable in any way, shape,
I don't know.
That's not 40.1 resume.
They probably
It's true. I got this. I got it from stats. It said 40%. I've looked online. You can look it
Well,
up.
if it's online, it's got to be true.
Mike, do you want to deduce or do you want to storytell?
I'm storytelling.
You're storytelling.
Oh, shit.
All right, so give me your true story, but don't let me see it.
Is a first round win important?
Oh, yeah. Because you're moving right on. You don't have to worry about a second round. Second round, we're going to losers are getting out.
So could you use the sodium pentothal card and the asking cup? Knock it down to two choices.
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah.
Good.
You could have if you wanted to.
Okay.
But then you don't have those cards for the next
You don't
one.
have, yeah, then you're on your own after that then. All right, Mike, story number 1.
Okay. Brian, I drugged my boss when I worked at a country club. That's story number 1.
Wow, that's a good one.
Number 2, there was a warrant out for my arrest for 2 years. Ooh. And 3, I hid a bank robber in my basement for actually 1 week.
Putting Troy in a very precarious position being here tonight.
Yeah. He took an oath, man.
Troy, these are actually for you. So.
Wow. There's some good ones. There's no fucking teeny bopper magazines getting caught.
Oh, and I forgot.
I can't believe you didn't think the women's underwear one was a
still sticking.
I didn't think that was that was. I mean, you've done so far. You guys do on a weekly basis such more risque things.
Yeah, but cross-dressing? That seems like an
But you didn't reveal it to anybody except the cross-dresser.
And
think
the
it would be
table?
Well, I mean,
it would be more humiliating if you had to reveal it on stage.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
No, on stage it would be less because it's funny there.
Part of a joke, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, yeah, I didn't find any. I didn't get any vibe from that. It didn't float my boat.
All right. I thought it would.
Well, hey, you know what? But I got to applaud you. Admitting you went to a hate rally and being on TV. Very, very, very dangerous in today's world.
Yeah.
Taken out of context. All right, Bri.
Announcing the last season of Practical Jokers.
Okay.
Cue neo-Nazi.
There you go.
Okay, so the first one was drugged boss at country club. Second one was
warrant out for my arrest.
Warrant for 2 years.
Oh, he's got his detective pad.
Yeah, he's got his
Look at
notebook.
this.
And the third one was hit a bank robber in my basement.
For how long?
For a week.
For a week, he says. What did you drug your boss with?
Good question.
Valium.
Valium, huh? Okay.
Another sleep creeper.
What was the reason you drugged him?
He was he was kind of a dick, and by kind of, I mean a huge dick. And he would scream on a Friday night when we were like getting slammed on the line. So one night I just ground up some Valium, put it in his tea, and he mellowed out.
And this is why I don't. When Mike offers me anything, I do not drink it.
Yeah, have some tea, Walt. Quit screaming at me.
You're a dick.
That's not true. What do you think? The Pepsi fairy just drops them into the
Those are
refrigerator?
sealed. I do not drink unsealed Pepsis that you bring in. I did notice a small pinhole needle.
Floating around on the top. And bother grinding it up.
I don't think I'm going to drink this, Mike. Now, how many questions was that? 2, right?
That was two. I'm going to assume you were a chef at the time. You're working at a country club. Did he ever find out?
No.
Question. Okay. Story 2, which was
A warrant out for my
there's
arrest.
a warrant out for his
2
arrest
years.
for 2 years.
What was it for?
It was for driving on the revoke list.
A revoke list?
The revoke list.
Do you know what a revoke list is?
It's where your license is revoked. You don't have.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And why was your license revoked?
Not paying fines. I wanted the money. I didn't want them to have it.
And what was the eventual outcome? Did you get arrested or did you just pay the fines?
I had to go to court. So the eventual outcome was I had to surrender myself.
Okay. Surrender day.
That was 3 questions, right, Brian?
Yep.
All right, and then we go to third one.
Bank robber.
Bank robber.
Hit a bank robber in his house for
Okay.
2 weeks.
A week.
Oh, a week.
1 week.
Sorry.
How old were you?
Actually, I was, this is not too long ago. I was 34, 35. No, wait a minute. Hold on. It was
Maxwell
35.
is not having any of this. He's shaking his head back there.
34, 35. So it's mid-30s?
Yeah.
And where were you living at the time?
I was living in Long Branch.
That would have been roughly 10 years ago.
You're entirely too good at this, Brian.
His questions are elite, get more than fucking yes or no.
Yeah.
And Walt was there.
Yeah, Walt was there. I knew it. Yeah, was there a hate rally going on in this basement? The bank robber just joined in. So what did your wife say about this bank robber?
He was my former roommate. And she liked him too, so we let him lie low for a week so we
the
could
tall
get his shit
grass?
together. No. He needed to
Troy just got it.
He needed to get his shit together, and he was actually, when he robbed the banks, he was high on crack. So he needed to get unstrung and eventually turn himself in.
All right. So do I go ballsy here and not use any cards? I do have a cop by my side. These are all pretty serious offenses, right?
Yeah.
Troy, now I'm a detective in New York. These are very minor.
This is Tuesday.
Okay. I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to use any cards. You think I should use cards?
I'm not going to say.
Okay.
I think that's wrong for me to offer guidance
Okay.
in my role.
All right. Wow. I'll tell you what. The first one, drugging the boss. I don't think that happened. That sounds too much like a Murder, She Wrote thing where you're crushing Valium into tea. And I know at the time you had substance abuse issues, and no person who has that is going to give away any drug or alcohol. And if I just don't believe you're like, well, this will calm him down.
You don't have to
get
answer
him off
Mike.
my ass.
I don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't give him anything.
You can give me some stuff.
No.
Well, let's put it this way: I was an alcoholic. I didn't give a shit about drugs, so
we like everything. Mike. We like everything.
Okay.
Any ship in a port.
Sure.
Number 3, bank robber. I'm going to say no. Initially, because you stumbled. At first, you said 2 weeks, and then you said 1 week. Secondly,
No.
I don't think you, former roommate or not, I don't think you expose that to your kids to that. And I think your wife would be like, fuck no. I don't care how much you liked your former roommate. But then again, 2 years. Warrant out for 2 years, driving revoked, fines. It seems a little bit too vanilla.
Bribery.
I'm going to totally rule out bank robber.
And you're going to go with...
Drugging the boss. I know Mike's done some fucked up shit in his time. That's a thing. You can't totally rule it out. And he has tricked me in the past.
Don't envy you this.
Probably because he drugged you.
Tranny trick.
Probably because he
I'm
drugged
feeling
you.
sleepy. My teeth.
Q, you should have hit up Mike when you were sleep creeping. You would have probably not got that same reaction.
Sleep creep powers unite.
Yeah.
You gonna give us an answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Whenever I go with my gut, I'm wrong. Every time.
Give us an answer.
Maybe I'll use my cop card.
All right, go. Then play it.
All right, I'm gonna play my cop card.
It's probably smart because if you lose this one, you can't play it the next round. If you lose the next round, you're out then.
Yeah,
so you might as well use it.
Yeah.
I'd like to advise him if I'm not.
Yeah, I saw Ladondo and took your advice.
You already have one that you've already ruled out as not being done. Then if you use your card to eliminate one of the other two.
The 50-50 card.
Oh, because he can
just rule out the one that he already said.
That's
he
right.
thinks is
Yeah,
wrong.
you're right.
If he was smart, he wouldn't. He'd leave it in if it was wrong. But that's neither here nor there.
You're right.
There's a lot of ways to play that shit.
No, Mike.
I think this could be like I could sell the rights to this show, right?
Yeah, of course.
The way it's played right now.
Yeah.
Like on prime time on
1, 2, 3.
on like
We could do ID channel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you gonna play your card? The intelligent choice is to play it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play my card.
All right, let me have it.
With Troy. I know you never gave it to me, but
Oh, I never gave it to you?
no. They're right there.
Oh, okay. Here's your sodium pentothal. Here's your I probably shouldn't. Thankfully, they're not real.
Yeah. If it was, I would just pop one in Mike's tea. Yeah.
Mike's gonna have to change his to Valium.
Okay.
He actually asked everything I was going to ask.
Because you got.
Okay, where did you get the Valium from?
Where did I get the? One of the waitresses.
Weird being under his gaze, isn't it, Mike?
It is. You are very intense.
Something changes when Troy's.
Now he's in constant.
Even though he has a 100% failure rate, it's still it's still pretty intimidating.
I wasn't gonna.
I don't have no time machine.
I pointed out myself.
I feel good about him this time. So he's saying waitress.
What happened to your boss after you gave him the Valium?
He mellowed out.
That's it, just smell it out.
He was no screaming that night, and
Is that the face you make when you're interrogating people? That'd be so rad if the detective across from me was like.
The waiting.
Like I said, because normally I get to ask as many as I want, so I have to.
Right.
You know.
Playing it
Also,
smart,
I think
copper.
there's something to the waiting too. Like the
Yeah.
longer he makes you wait.
I'm telling you.
all right, I did it.
It's very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I love Troy.
Got it from a waitress.
The guy mellowed
Did you
out.
know what it was for? Did you know why? Would you ask that?
I'd like to know that, and
You have to ask it. You have to ask it though.
Did the waitress know why you gave it to him, or why she was giving it to you, rather?
Why
So
she
we
was
can
giving
use
it to
the
me?
cop card and then ask our own
Yeah, she
questions
did.
through him.
Oh, he didn't
As long as he
discriminate
says
who
it.
he was screamed at.
Alright.
He screamed at the line
Use
cooks
that.
and the wait staff, and he was not discriminating.
He was a yeller, old yeller. Okay.
Mike was the hit.
And
No
also,
offense, Mick.
also, the statute of limitations on this is over. So
Number 2, we had a warrant for 2 years.
Okay. Why did you ultimately surrender?
I was tired of living neath the law.
Okay, so is this before or after
I was on the
you
run in the
bank
desert.
robber?
Yeah.
This was actually
hypothetical.
okay.
I can't take it no more, baby. I'm turning myself in.
I'm no good for you.
Hiding crackheads with corrupt bosses.
I know.
How much were the fines?
$800.
And how old were you when this happened?
31.
Okay, we're on to harboring bank robber.
I've eliminated that one, but we can ask.
Of course.
We may as well ask, right?
Why not?
He says.
Were you in touch with this person from the time you were roommates in college until now?
No, we were never roommates in college. We were roommates. We lived in Highlands together. Yeah.
When you were a chef?
Yeah.
Okay.
But were you in touch with him up until this happened from the time that you stopped being
Yes.
roommates? Okay, so you were close the entire time?
Yeah.
How many banks did you rob?
6. All Commerce banks. Before Commerce, remember they had the partitions weren't up. They didn't have bulletproof glass. That's why you liked them, and they're all.
How many
friendly.
years for just one bank robbery?
Did this make the news?
Yes.
Isn't it like 20 years or something for one bang?
He got fingered on
2 to 10.
In
First
jail?
time.
We're not talking about when he was at the house.
No.
Mike, what's going on down there?
He got ID'd on Good Morning New York, Channel 5.
Okay.
Rosanna Scotto named him the Smiling Bandit.
You have one more, right?
I think that was
Those are 3.
That was 3.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So what do you think, Troy?
You got to rule out the bank robber shit just because of his family.
Yeah, I mean, he's got.
He would have been in trouble.
Homies going to harbor.
Okay.
And
He would have been in jail.
Mike just accepts it. Okay.
the
Move
middle
along.
one is so believable.
This is the genius of the game.
And the drugging the boss is almost like...
But is a
Let's
waitress,
just- let's-
is a waitress going to waste a Valium just to not get yelled at for one night?
But let's drug him because he's young at the time. And they're like, let's see if it'll chill him out.
We said it was just the one time.
I thought you did.
Look at Mike.
Like I could see somebody younger doing that. Especially a young Mike.
We got to get going.
It's too fucking pedestrian, the Warren, right?
Yeah, that might be the genius.
Yeah.
And he also, but the initial way he tells it,
The genius on him getting through, but not the genius of fucking our listening audience fucking hearing such a fucking horrifically boring story, though, that he wasted fucking almost a half hour telling.
Well, he does it on a weekly basis on I Sell Comics for twice that amount of time.
Don't worry, Chief. Walt didn't like my cross-dressing story.
I want to go with the warm one being true.
Okay.
You go with it, huh?
All right. Brian, hopefully you're not. Hopefully you had yours ready now, so we don't have another stall game here.
You want to give me the sodium pentothal?
Yeah, man. I'm so. But because he's done this in the past, where he gives you something boring, and then it's something that you're like, wow, I would have never thought that.
Right.
You know. I'm gonna go with number 1. I'm gonna go that he drugged
against the cop.
I'm gonna go that he drugged his boss in some fucking young. Oh, well, not that young, but youngish falderall.
Oh, you fool!
I think it's the license.
License.
I think it's the license.
Well,
don't know. I want to hear Q. What do you think it was?
I think it's the license. It can't be the bank robber. He has kids. He's not bringing. He's not
no way
housing.
his wife is
a
going to become
crack
an
addict.
accessory to a
I can't
bank
believe neither of you
robbery.
guys asked him what his wife thought.
I didn't. I just threw out 3 questions just to get it over with. So I'm ruling that one out just because I won't even admit to that now.
That makes Mike and his wife a
What would be the ramifications
felon.
if they,
Accessories
since he
after.
knew that he had robbed banks and he kept them there? What kind of
That's like 14 years ago.
what
too.
kind of what could we be looking at? What kind of trouble would he be in?
You're harboring an armed fugitive.
Mike had a warrant out for his arrest for 2 years.
I got you beat. I had a warrant out for my arrest for 3 years for not having a license. That's why I was like,
Right, you son of a bitch.
Would you give away a Valium for shits and giggles?
Not him. I would have, though.
You piss in his tea. You don't fucking put quality drugs in it. That's weird.
Ryan.
We hate this guy. We're going to get him high.
Or piss in your tea, right?
He wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, wait, that
That's
wasn't
sweet.
your truth, right?
Salty. It was salty.
All right.
If I have drugs, I'm taking them.
Mike moves on. Brian.
All right. I would have been loading up Edgar's tea nonstop.
Let's take another quick break, and when we come back, another dream matchup.
Dollar Shave commercial. Take one, Sunday
Take
Jeff.
one, yeah. This could be a long one.
Could be. Nah. Stop shaving with an old razor. It's gross. Why are you torturing yourself with a gross old blade week after week?
Why didn't you introduce yourself?
They know who I am.
So arrogant, no.
Just by the... All right, I'll start over.
All right, go ahead. Take 2.
Hi, this is Sunday Jeff. Stop shaving with an old razor. It's gross. Why are you torturing yourself with a gross old blade week after week? Probably because you don't want to shell out $20 for a pack of new ones. Dollar Shave... Damn it, say you're right. He can edit it. DollarShaveClub.com has revolutionized the way men shave. With Dollar Shave Club, you can shave with a fresh blade as often as you want because they deliver a whole sleeve of amazing razors for just a few bucks a month. Their razors are so good, millions of guys have joined. Even the billion-dollar razor corporations are freaking out, but instead of lowering their bloated prices, they're trying to fool you into milking the same blade for an entire month. and that's gross. They've price gouged us for long enough.
That was brutal. That was horrible.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean,
Yeah. That's all.
I am the SeatGeek, you know. Bite that off this chicken.
I'm in love with SeatGeek.
Yep. Body of a monster, voice of an angel.
Look at battling pitchmen.
Maybe you should get one of them there Dollar Shave razors. Start shaving that fucking facial hair.
Are you recording this?
Instead of fucking trying to rub your face against a fucking hay barrel every morning. Stupid fucking hillbilly.
DollarShave.com.
DollarShave.com.
/TSD.
Okay, that looks good. I wonder if that hole should be bigger. Hey, Mike, can you squeeze through there?
Hold on. No, that's a real tight squeeze.
Are you sure?
Hey, what's with all the power tools?
You said you wanted to reopen the Glory Hole promotion, so here it is.
What? No. I was talking about that promotion we did on TESD a couple years back. The one where a customer could pay $100 for $200 worth of merchandise. It's the ultimate stash grab bag.
Oh, my bad. All right, well, I guess I got some caulking to do.
Is there someone behind that wall?
Huh? No.
Isn't that Mike's ringtone?
That's right, people. The Secret Stash Glory Hole is back. Call 732-758-0508. Ask for Mike, Mark, or Walt and reserve yours now. And as a special promotion, the first 25 callers will get $300. That's right, $300 worth of merchandise for only $100. Call now.
All right, we are on to the last matchup in the first round.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm getting word we have a late
Should have listened to
scratch.
Officer Troy. God
What?
damn it.
We have a late scratch.
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah, Frank number 3 has just he emailed in earlier today. He cannot make it tonight.
What the fuck is he doing that he can't make it?
Fired. Step
He's
into my office.
literally
Frank,
doing
3, 'cause
nothing
you're
right
fucking
now.
fired.
Pictures of beer and hamburgers right now.
He's fucking four-squaring. I'm at, you know.
Oh, my
He
God.
would not divulge why he couldn't make it. He just said it's a long story.
How do you make
There's a
yourself...
bank robber in my basement.
There is only one way that Frank could be more unliked by our audience, and it's by standing up tonight. Why would he do that?
So I had this dream matchup of Frank versus Frank because we have Frank 5 here. So Frank 5, if you could step up right there.
Already?
He doesn't get the automatic win to the win.
No, he's not going to get an automatic buy into the next
Okay.
round.
Wow.
I am going to step in and play for Frank 3.
Oh, first shit.
Q, you're going to step into this chair.
Oh,
I like how you held that bit of information all the way through the first fucking round.
I knew there'd
You sneaky son of a bitch. Don't even come at me like that.
All right.
You in the game now. I've been treating you like you was hosting on the side. I see you, Walt. I see you.
I'm
Look
putting
at
my
him, got his
$100
money
in.
hidden and everything. He's like, I have no cash on me.
Let me just read who Frank 5 is being sponsored before I move, Q.
Okay, you do that.
I
Frank
gotta
5.
fucking practice. I fucking knew it was the second one, and I was like, I know it's this one, and I'm always wrong.
Brian's not going to sleep for a week. Fuck, I knew what it was.
I'm always fucking wrong, so let me go against fucking what I think, and then I'm wrong anyway.
You asked great questions.
You did. You asked the best questions of the night. It's not hard to ask good questions though when you have was Walter.
I would have asked this.
We'll never
Why
live
was
that one
dude
down.
drinking a cup with no lid on it? How do you crush up a volume and put it in somebody's drink at work? Anybody walking around work with an open fucking top? That didn't work in a I don't know.
No, he was making the Boston tea, so he could have done it.
All right, Frank 5 is being sponsored by ChessCube.com. ChessCube.com was founded in 2006, offering users a platform to play live online chess, join exciting online chess tournaments, the ability to chat to other ChessCube members in various countries based and themed chat rooms, and watch training videos mastered by tilted players through the groundbreaking ChessCube Cinema program. ChessCube.com has over 3 million registered users from around the world, all of whom are looking for a chess game against you. We've created a special TSD chat room for all listeners who want to chat about any topic online with fellow ants. And as a special bonus,
Isn't that called Twitter?
emails tsd@chesscube.com will receive a free 1-year VIP membership bonus and free game currency worth over $50 on the house. The winner of the Blue Juice Comics Invitational will receive a lifetime membership to chesscube.com.
Wow.
I might use this, man. I want to learn how to play chess.
Well, you ain't the
Not in any position where you're going to win this.
You may not win this, so you can't use a lifetime membership.
You can have mine. It's fine.
You think you're going to win?
I mean,
I know I'm going to win. I haven't fucking missed one yet.
Frank number 3 was sponsored by
Would have been.
Quitters.com.
Capital Mac. Macintosh Q. A locally owned independent Apple reseller and authorized repair center. Macintosh, iPhone, and iPad, all available at Capital Mac with locations in Richmond, Virginia, Williamsburg, and Baltimore, Maryland. Follow us on Twitter at Capital Mac or visit us at capitalmac.com. No appointments needed for repairs. We sell all the latest Apple computers and accessories. If you mention the 1-2-3, you will get a discount at our Baltimore store. You will receive 10% off accessories on our diagnostic fee. This applies to in-store purchases and repairs only until November 1st. Blue Juice Comics 1-2-3 Championship.
When does this come out?
You might want to read that a little bit faster to confuse people more.
Will receive a $25 gift card. Gift card is only for use in the Baltimore store.
How much is it?
So I have to fucking fly from Nashville to Baltimore for this one.
Well, maybe you can order online if you're lucky.
All right, Q, you gonna wear this headset?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Can you hand us the?
Yes. All right. So Frank 5. Here are your cards.
I even got the goddamn
it should be
40%
there.
of lying on the fucking resume question wrong. I can't win, man.
I don't think anybody here's got them all right yet, have they?
He probably has
like
the
that
biggest
old
advantage
Saturday
of
Night
anybody
Live
in this
lady. There's
podcast
nothing here.
because we don't know him.
Right. I mean, and you listen to TSD religiously,
Oh, absolutely.
so you're up to date. How many times have you listened to the library?
Oh, my. Well, I've listened from the very beginning all the way through.
Okay, so you know me far more than I would ever be able to say I know you. I've met you only twice, right?
Right. All the times I pass by your house, all the times that I come by here. No, yeah, absolutely.
And
I think we're a lot.
Let's
I
give the
think we're
listeners
alike.
a little recap who you are. You're the guy who came very early on and Tell 'em Steve Dave. And what was your claim to fame?
I came here instead of going to Thanksgiving with my family.
But he drove like 9 hours in a snowstorm, right?
I got
right,
the bottle
like,
dump
I got-
would get them before I go to Thanksgiving with my family.
I got
To see strangers?
I got and Walt gave me 24-hour notice, and I ended up getting a sub at my last job, and because I was a school teacher, and came out the next day, took the day off from work and everything. Yeah.
He put
And
Valium in the
Mrs.
kid's
Five,
milk.
how did that make you feel? Fine with it.
You were happy to be home alone.
Okay, that makes me look good.
Well, you did a good job of it on your own.
Let's assume that if he's giving you the lies, I might peek over Mrs. Five and check out her facial reactions.
Yeah.
'Cause maybe
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not seeing her.
I have a clear view of Mrs. Five, and I will definitely be looking at her face for any tells.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's get into this.
All right, go ahead, Frank.
All right. So one time at an ex-girlfriend's house, I threw up on her cake that her family had made, and watched her family eat it the next day.
Oh.
No fucking way.
Just by the smell, you know.
That's true. You need to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right.
If that's true, he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Because you could be like, oops, and knock the cake over.
The questions will reveal a lot about that one.
There was...
story two?
Story two was there was a very good-looking parent of one of the students, and
everything has to do with
found out that she was a stripper, and I went to the strip club and had a lap dance from her.
Whoa.
Mrs. Five, do you approve?
No. I don't know any of this stuff that's going on here.
Wait a minute. All right, Sal, can you repeat that story?
Repeat it?
Yeah.
There was a parent that was very, very good looking, and she used to come pick up her
parent
kid.
of who, though?
Well, I was a school teacher.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. And I taught.
You were a school teacher.
I have a new job now. I'm the.
No,
Bullshit.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Hey, but he answered. He didn't have to answer that one.
You have to answer the fucking questions asked.
Official questions, yes, but that wasn't an official moderator.
Walt would never have fucking allowed that.
Oh, Walt's not in the seat right now, is he? Oh,
stepped up.
But that's the thing. You don't know what Walt's going to allow.
It changes.
All right.
Curb stops you.
He's wearing his Nazi briefs underneath those jeans.
Nazi thongs.
And his dominatrix didn't force him to wear them. All right, so you went to get a lap dance from a parent of a student.
Yes.
Okay.
So how was Chippendales anyway?
All right, story 3.
Story 3 was my last boss was very, very difficult. And
he's buried in my closet.
And my every year we would have a Christmas party at a staff member's house, and she was all proud of.
I threw up on her cake.
Yeah, she was proud of her remodel or whatever. Anyway, I have a cousin who is an exterminator, and he had given me cockroaches, and I excused myself and released the cockroaches in her vent of her heater in the bathroom.
Guys,
that's
nuts. Story 2 I approve of, but the other 2 is fucking crazy.
If it's anything but 2.
I know.
Yeah, 2's the only acceptable one.
Well, 2 would have been when we were married.
Well, that's your problem.
Maybe for the ride home, 2's not a good one. That's nuts, dude.
Oh,
those are your stories. So
those are my stories.
You threw up on a cake of your girlfriend. The next day,
her family
eats it.
Yes.
Story 2. These aren't questions, Maxwell. Just getting. This
is a refresh.
See how close he moved for clarification and shit.
Story 2 is a student that you were teaching had a very attractive parent who was a stripper, and you went to the strip club to get a lap dance. And 3, your former boss was so proud of her house that it annoyed you so much that you wanted to release cockroaches.
I didn't like her. I didn't. She
like
gave
her.
me a very difficult time.
She wasn't pretty in a stripper.
Question 1.
Mrs. Five, are you open to revenge?
Question 1 for the story 1. What age were you and your girlfriend?
Well, look at him trying to double up questions.
That's 2 questions.
No, it's not.
I wasn't going to say nothing.
No, it's not. Is that 2 questions?
No, he's asking a question.
What age were both you and your girlfriend when this vomit happened?
I'm trying to.
I will allow it.
As long as it's a real sentence. And where did you live? And
I'm just going to say "and" all the time.
what was the occasion?
I would say I was roughly 23.
Oh my
maybe.
God! You're even a kid?
23.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Very roughly.
I like passing judgment on other people. It makes me feel good.
What made you vomit on the cake?
We were in her basement. I personally believe it was because I had eaten something earlier that didn't agree with me. But it could have also been nerves. I mean, we had just
You get nervous around cakes?
we had just started going out.
And
what a fag. You're 23, you're not nervous around a girl, Miss Five. What's going on, man?
It's how he evolved into, I'm going to get a lap dance from one of my stupid moms.
It was
holding my hand.
You're so nervous. You're in a basement throwing up on a cake.
It was a long distance relationship type deal. So,
Okay.
this was one of the first times that I had actually gotten to
I have
hang
so
out with
many
her.
questions.
Did I? Wait a minute, I
You
don't-
had your turn.
I don't recall. I know you said you were 23. And how old was? I don't remember what you said the girl's age was.
Oh, I think she was right around my age too.
Okay.
I think she's a year younger
7.
than I am.
It was her birthday.
Why?
Party with
Last
Chuck E.
question.
Cheese. watch the whole family eat that cake.
I was wasted.
Why did you and your girlfriend allow her family to eat the cake?
I was the only one that knew.
Why did you let? That still doesn't answer the question. Why did you allow her family to eat the cake?
Yeah, why? Why did you allow it? Just because you knew? Why did you say not?
I think that's 3 questions.
No, you didn't answer the question.
I feel like he had Walt so shocked on that.
That's not a reason why. I'm the only one who knew.
What happened was...
Just rephrase the question. Why did you allow?
Yeah, cut off the second question that he asked and just answer the first one.
I think what had happened was I
was super nervous tugging one out over the cake. It was hot.
I guess I just because this was a new relationship, I just didn't want to say anything. It wasn't like I vomited all over this cake. What happened was I threw up in a sink, and they had a cake cooling on the side in the kitchen, and it splattered all over and hit the side of hit the top of the cake.
You said you were in the basement before.
Basement kitchen.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I went upstairs to do this.
All right.
The question, why is there a cake in the basement? Just washing your hands next to a cake in the fucking basement.
As is common.
It was a really nice basement. We ate dinner down there. We watched TV together. Family time.
Q. What are you thinking of sitting in that chair now? Well, you hear that story? Do you wish I didn't ask Frank Five to come down?
No, because each story has its own psychosis behind it. So I can't wait to find out which one.
Fuck the chair Q sitting. And what about the chair poor Miss Five? She's like, I gotta live
Miss
with
Five,
this guy.
did you know any of these stories?
No.
She's
All right.
I had to think about 3. No, I did not.
Story 2.
Damn, really?
Stripper.
What grade were you teaching?
5th.
Terrible question.
I don't think so.
Who gives a shit if she's hot? It doesn't matter. 1st grade, 12th grade, he's not getting a lap dance from the kid. He's getting a lap dance from the mother.
That's what's trying to get in your head. Don't allow this.
No, I would think that you would never go to a minor's parent. You would have thought he was going to be
you.
Don't go putting words in my mouth, buddy.
This is a totally different fucking piece we're dealing with.
I would think if you were maybe you were in college teaching an adult, then you may.
That'd be an old stripper. Like fucking 75.
Not necessarily.
Hey, there are some hot old strippers.
Lap dance from the kid.
I didn't think he did it. I think he did it as some sort of power move or something.
It was a hot.
He's like Phil, your daughter.
All right, question 2. So we know it was a 5th grade. You were teaching 5th grade.
No fear you get busted, huh?
Were
It's not illegal.
Were you married?
I think he meant by Mrs. Five.
Oh.
Not the kid. Did my mom sit on your lap?
I think no.
You were. You think, or was it yes
Well,
or no?
it was.
How do you not know?
It was my first year, so we were not married yet.
I was nauseous constantly.
How did you find out that the parent was a stripper?
That's a great question.
That's a very good question.
That's
She
the one I was
drove
wondering.
a very unique car, and as I would pass by the
It said scores
strip-
on the side.
I passed by this strip club on my way home.
2-for-1
and I
happy
saw
hour
it.
on it.
And I saw it multiple times in front of the place.
That's pretty good. That brings
So you were stalking her.
So you drove by the strip club every day on your way to school?
It's his turn.
All right, that was my last question for that particular story. Story 3 was the cockroaches.
That's fucked up.
That's like movie type shit, right?
How you said there were cockroaches
hope
were
that's
an
not
exterminator. Why was the exterminator keeping live roaches if his job is to kill roaches?
The exterminator's my cousin, and I told him some of the problems I was having, and I said, next time you go on a job, if you could bring me back a couple of them. Because I asked him how fast they multiply, and he called me and he said, I got you some.
Hey, cousin who's as fucked up as me, can you do me a favor?
Did you ever use code words like it was dope.
I'll do you a favor if you recommend me to a lady.
What did she do that was so bad that you thought that this was a proper reaction to whatever she did, how she wronged you?
Pride.
She would give me extra assignments. She would come into my room while I was teaching and stand there as I would teach. And
She made me wear panties in front of my class.
There were only a few males in the building. There were only 2 of us that were males in the building, and she did that to the other male too. But I think it was a power trip for her. But it just bugged me more than it bugged the other male teacher.
Pun intended.
Bugged. It's like this lady.
He looked like he was mad at her right there.
He did. You've got a look on your face, Walt. Like
He looked like he was angry at her right there. The way he said it, he looked away. It's like he still has a distaste for her.
Right.
Last question. You attended this party with your wife, and she had no idea that you had cockroaches on, that you were hiding cockroaches.
She had no
on?
idea.
What?
I wanted you to ask what he was carrying them in.
If he uses his cup.
That was his third question.
That was my third question.
It was the third. I wouldn't have said it if he.
All right, Walt. So
why I am going to.
Frank looks like he knows he's fucked.
That I think is the smart move. I'm going to play both my cards to try to get into the next round. I want to first ask a cop.
No.
Why?
First, knock out one of them so that I only got.
Well, I gotta think.
I got a plan here.
Yeah, I thought that. I thought I was right.
All right, I'm going to eliminate.
So far, taking other people's advice has
I'll go
worked
to
out 0% of the time.
Yeah, I was so short of one, but I'm going to go sodium pentothal, and I'm going to demand that you tell me which one of the odds.
Demand it.
You have no choice when you're under sodium.
Thank you.
You have to tear that up, shred it, burn it.
What's you have to now reveal one of the stories that is a lie.
The stripper is a lie.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Wow!
What the fuck?
I would have thought for sure he's going to say cake.
Wow!
All right.
I would not have even played a card. I would have guessed stripper and been so fucking confident about it, I would have walked around the room.
You would have just taken the money.
That is insane!
One of the truths is
throwing out the cake and the fucking roaches!
And the cake one was like basement. I mean kitchen.
I thought I was the most fucked up person in this room.
God, Frank.
Not even close.
He's drinking piss.
Oh, just give him fucking money. You don't know what you're going to do this next.
I'll just say I'm happy it's not number 2.
What?
I'd rather it be 1 or 3 than.
Mrs. 5 is weighing in. She's glad that he didn't get a. She's glad she didn't get a. But
fucking roaches.
But
a lap dance is
you
the
guys
most.
don't argue much. You're not terrified about what he might do.
Exactly, roaches. That's a life sentence.
I will say this: we are all talking over each other at this point. We need to everybody calm down, take a step back. Remember that people are listening to this at home.
I'm glad
relax.
it wasn't the most normal answer.
The only acceptable.
I want to
answer
say
amongst-
this though, Frank. I'm so glad that you came here tonight. I mean, we've had.
You were the one that was the most excited about me coming. I appreciate it.
And I'm glad that you were like, I'm going to
really reveal myself.
Yeah, and I am so glad you came tonight, regardless of how badly it goes for you on the way home.
Twitter, this shit ain't even out yet.
All right, so I'm going to
You thought I was a shitheel before.
I know.
Right, ask a cop.
before.
I'm going to play both my cards.
All right,
and you have to ask questions only on those 2 then.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Troy's like, fuck, I quit.
all right, Troy. Troy, just to recap, we are talking about an individual who either threw up on his girlfriend's family cake and allowed them to eat it the next day.
Watch them eat it
Although
from the peanut gallery.
He did later walk back a little bit from the story and say that it got splashed on instead of a full vomit.
And there is he made the error of basement and kitchen.
Yes, there was a or the type of gentleman and an extended family member who will round up cockroaches and bring them to a woman whose greatest sin seems to be holding him accountable for his job.
She was horrible. She was horrible.
So we were really doing that. That was your question.
I feel like fucking Clarice Starling right now.
Look at you, Frank 3, in your cheap shoes.
I can smell your cut.
I, however, cannot.
All right.
I think you should stay in that chair. He's on fire.
I was just scared to even talk to him.
It's like Batman,
like True Detective.
Okay, now you were teaching 5th grade.
No,
I'm saying
he wants to start with the second.
You eliminate that
Right.
one.
No, I'm saying
right. I'm not there anymore.
This was the teaching job, right?
Yeah,
The supervisor.
No, you're not in teach. We're not in school no more.
No, the cockroach thing.
The cockroach thing, that was a teacher. You were a teacher.
You were a teacher?
Yes.
Okay,
I still am, but I'm at a different job now.
A different job. Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't. Okay.
I feel like that was 3 questions, but I didn't count them.
Get him. You're not the most abnormal guy in the room.
Wait a minute.
Like Max asked earlier, how did you transport these cockroaches?
My cousin gave them to me in a Tic Tac container.
Well, that'd be little.
Well, there's a jumbo Tic Tac containers too.
Oh, yeah?
And where did you let them loose in the house?
I went to the bathroom, and her bathroom had, forced air heat, the register, where the warm air comes out. I put them in the register.
How fucked up is it if this is true? You didn't know, and you're at this point. It's so weird, isn't it?
Well, I was coming alone last time when this was going to happen.
No, I mean, she said she went to the party.
Still not know.
This was during the teaching job thing.
Oh, okay. All right, so we go 3 more on the vomit.
3 more on the vomit. This is a great one.
Did you clean the cake off at all?
No.
Oh.
Yuck.
Oh, even Mrs. 5 is disgusted at this point.
Special frosting.
What color was this cake?
It was a carrot cake with a cream cheese frosting. There was pineapple bits on it.
Very confident answer.
Regurgitated pineapple bits.
I was going to say, how can anybody not smell it or see it? Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
They'll never hear me.
They're playing good cop, deaf cop.
Who the fuck is carrot cake for a birthday cake?
Who has carrot cake?
I didn't say it was
You
birthday.
didn't say it was a birthday, right?
Ooh, Mrs. 5.
You
fucking
jumping to her man's defense.
Stop attacking him.
You did. You said that it was her family was over for her birthday the next day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said birthday.
I don't remember birthday.
I don't remember.
No, you said. You said the family.
That was the first thing you said was birthday.
They're having dinner the next day.
No.
Well, just like we heard you hit him in the head with hit her in the head with the golf club.
We do hear maybe things we want to hear.
Yeah.
We wanted it to be her birthday.
Wanted it so bad to be her sweet 16. Eat that cake. Whole family, though. Ew.
Yeah. I have any other questions?
Because the meal was put it wrong.
Okay. How did you feel
After seeing the
the family eat it?
Because were you just as happy?
No, I felt horrible. I felt horrible.
Were you hard?
Wow. All right.
So you felt horrible?
I did. I felt horrible.
the other side of the cake.
All right.
What do you think, Troy?
I think the Roach one's true because he did say it was a birthday cake.
Okay.
When he originally told the story, and now it's not her birthday cake. So that's.
Yeah, I just can't believe that if you care about somebody, you would allow that. You would do anything. I think the kitchen, the birthday, the basement.
He's fucking 23 and that nervous.
Hold his face onto his head.
Who got my cake?
I'm gonna go with the cockroaches as the true story.
All right.
Is that your story?
No, I haven't.
Okay. What do you think, Brian?
Brian?
I think you're right. I think it's the cockroaches because there was the basement kitchen thing. There was no fucking
Way too many inconsistencies in the first
no
one.
23-year-old is that fucking nervous that he's like, like puking. But that would be too weird.
I picked up what Walt said, though. Like, he
Unless you
got
wander
so
into a hate
visibly
rally.
fucking angry over this lady.
Yeah.
Like,
he looked away.
but
over
still,
there.
cockroaches,
me and
man.
another guy. Yeah, I think.
I don't know. I'm not that confident because either way, he's
The Roach one I like.
yeah, you can weigh in.
I want to weigh in. He had an explanation for the basement thing that everybody talked over. Nobody heard.
What was it?
He said no. He said he was nervous in the basement, And when he threw up, he was upstairs. He never said the cake was in the basement. He clarified that for you guys.
Oh, did he?
But everybody was screaming over each other. The cake wasn't in the basement.
No, but
Not
but
everyone's a
those
culinary
cakes
expert.
didn't happen because he said it was a birthday cake.
I never heard birthday cake.
I'm just taking your guys' word
Yeah.
that it was birthday.
But I think it's a cake because he did clarify that. He tried to get it out while everybody was screaming. So.
Right.
So there's not a. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I still think it's the roaches because I'll bet you he was leaving and he's like, "Fuck her."
Who throws up clear?
Have some roaches.
Like if you throw up even splatter, it's got
That
some.
was a splattering. He also clarified that.
But even if you look at a drunk man's floor in the bathroom and you look to the side, it's like, yeah, that's where the fucking puke hit the floor.
He gave a sensational headline, and then he filled in the gap.
I don't know, man. I think it's the. I'm really confident.
I have the
it's
answer
roaches.
idea. We're gonna.
He's like, it was mostly bile.
Roaches are going to run right into the vent?
Wow. Oh, Frank 5, you are an insane person.
You'll remember me next time, won't you?
It is the cake.
Holy shit!
The cake is true. He threw up on his girlfriend's cake.
But he throw up on purpose.
No, thank you.
He did it on purpose. Yeah, there may not have been intent, but there was a crime committed that day.
All right.
I feel like Troy should tell him and just surveil him for the next couple weeks.
Wow.
And that's the end of part 1 of the Blue Juice Comics Invitational 1 True 3 tournament. Tune in next week for part 2.
Just like the ocean, in February we don't dip our toes, we just admire from afar. Cursed by the years and inability to play another's game. This is our destiny, this is how it shall be. Sunny weekend day in a blowing mist, living blocks out the live. Someone calls out your name, but we can't hear them because we're driving away. I could keep you in my pocket, I could stash you on my sleeve. No one gets hurt except me. I could be saving the world instead of thinking about you. I could be saving my whole life instead of just thinking about you. They built a stone wall around the gates of heaven to keep the wicked out. They were on the fence about whether to let me in. The light that bitter, how you been? You let me away, except this is not a place for you, my son. No, no. I could keep you in my pocket, I could stash you up my sleeve. No one gets hurt except me, except me. I could be saving the world instead of thinking about you. I could be saving my own life instead of just thinking about you.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.